All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and dive into session 24 of Trouble in Theondir. Having received instructions from Ildrox the Unwavering concerning a new quest to seek out and to retrieve the Vambraces of Silus and Aldean, the group made their way to the place described by Ildrox in order to meet their guide, Phineas Neaphus. After a brief skirmish with a Theondir soldier that proved to be Phineas in disguise, the group would be led through a long tunnel to a hidden stable in a rock outcropping where they would receive supplies and mounts for an overland journey to Truhamn. Phineas would lead the way on a several-hour ride before stopping to rest on a ridge overlooking a small river. Here, the group would be stumbled upon by an odd caravan led by none other than Gorlag. The encounter quickly became violent, with the group quickly prevailing over the largely weak and cowardly group of Orcs and Ratmen, Gorlag himself being brutally finished off by the group once and for all. With the members of the caravan now rounded up and gone, the group would pillage what remained of the charred carts, only to find an odd Hill Dwarf named Dzien chained down to one of the carts alongside an unconscious and pale half-Tiefling girl. Dzien, is that the right way to say it?
You're the DM.
It would be. It's pronounced Dzien.
Dzien. Okay.
Dzien. It's a Polish word. So yeah, it'd be Dzien. Yeah.
Dzien. All right. Dzien. AKA Stubby.
Stubby. Sure, that works.
With little time to waste, the group would gather up these two prisoners and bring them along as Phineas led the way on the remainder of the journey to Truhamn. Once in Truhamn, the group made a more or less direct line to the Spitfire Inn so as to meet up with Ildrox's contact person, Lady Tips, who oddly enough turned out to be the one and the same as the fabled Lady Dreldon. With the group's assurances that she is not being pursued by the forces of Theondir following the assassination of Tyrius, she provisionally agreed, pending confirmation by Ildrox, to aid the group with passage to the northern island of Garanord and its main city of Noradeth. Turning in for the night, the lady bid the group to arrive at the Wharf 94 at daybreak the following morning in order to meet up with Captain Grula Trognold. With accommodations secured for the night at a small place called Sheffer's Retreat, the group would likewise turn in for some much-needed sleep, while Bolin remained awake in meditation and prayer to Lathander. All would drift into a peaceful sleep, with Niv sleeping particularly peacefully following his successful looting operation at J.P. Franzine's franchise, The Underground. All would drift into a peaceful rest. All, that is, except for Caroline, who would be haunted by a horrific dream, almost too horrible to be believable, but yet too real not to be. Bolin, your deep meditation and prayers to Lathander are rather violently interrupted by the sounds of Caroline thrashing in his sleep. His entire body tense as he lets out something of a muted scream in his sleep before going entirely still again. Your mind returns to Lathander. Anything you want to do in the interim?
Wait, so am I conscious or am I still in my trance?
No, you're out of your trance now. Right?
Okay.
Praying.
Can I look to his dragon nose and put my put my hand under it, make sure he's breathing?
Yeah,
he's still breathing.
Doing fine. He's breathing, but tensely. It's been a very stressful, tense moment for him, obviously.
You got my retainer in, Mom. Knock it up.
He's he just looks like he's having a bad dream.
Yeah.
Right. Is the amulet glowing?
The amulet actually has a slight glow to it. Interesting you asked that. Yes.
How is the amulet clasped on? Is it it's a necklace, right? He's
Carolyn, did you go to bed with it as on wearing it on your neck, or have you put it in your
I'm always wearing it, yeah.
What kind of necklace is it? Is it like rope? Is it a chain, or is it?
No, it's well, I'm trying to remember. It's just a regular chain. It's not a special chain or gold or anything like that. It's just a, more kind of a small ringed chain.
Okay.
It's a clasp in the back.
I'll just I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
I'll just let him dream.
All right. And eventually he calms down and everything becomes silent again in the room and dark in the room. And at the same time, a sense of heaviness falls upon you as you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, as if you recognize the presence, Bolin, of something from long ago, someone from whom you have long been fleeing. And after a few minutes, the sense begins to fade. And at the same time, a tiny, almost imperceptible light begins to dawn. A single, narrow and bright moonbeam, almost like a laser beam, suddenly pierces through the otherwise grimy and opaque glass on the window next to you. And the moonbeam lands upon the place where your ring is being safely held. And the ring begins to glow now ever so slightly. At the same moment, the moonbeam bounces off the ring and lands on the motionless tiefling girl curled up at your feet. You see a faint glow of light as it emanates off of her back that mirrors the growing glow from your own ring.
How long did I have this feeling that? Tell me more about the feeling of this person.
It was interesting because as you were sitting there meditating on Lathander, you were actually not interrupted first by the scream of Caroline. This sense came upon you, and it sort of apexed in the scream of Caroline. And as he began to calm down, you also began to the sense of dread began to fade away as well.
Was it a sense that we were being watched, or was it a sense that somehow the two are connected, or what? A sense of dread, like something is looming closer, or?
It's hard to explain it exactly, but it's more of a sense. I think you feel a sense as if maybe I mean a common day analogy, if you were walking down a street and you know somewhere there's cameras there, but you don't know exactly where they are. You know you're being watched, and you're just you're at this unease feeling comes over you because you know that there's somebody behind something perceiving you.
I'm gonna put the ring on. What time is it? Nighttime?
It is still night. Yeah, the sun hasn't come up yet, so it's still
put the ring on.
early morning. Okay.
Walk outside, or I'm not going to open the door. Can I open a window, or is there a way I can stealthily get out of the room?
You would be able to climb out the window if you wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the first floor, so you're
okay.
You can drop through out into the moonlight.
Yeah, I would like to, as quietly as possible, get out of there.
Okay, give me a quick stealth check. And all the rest of you, give me a perception check.
Sorry, is that a 20?
Yep. D20, yep.
15, Matt. Stealth.
Okay.
I'm in a coma.
7.
I did not get anything.
You said perception, right, Matt?
Yep.
Yeah, so I got a 15.
15, okay. Bolin, you're able to slip out of this window and nobody wakes up, nobody stirs because of it.
Is there... Because I'm invisible, right? With the ring on?
Yeah, I mean, people can't really see you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're moving too quickly.
As I kind of walk around the city, or the building, I want to be as meticulous as possible to see if I can find anything that's in the shadows, anything that is on the rooftops, anything that is out of the ordinary in the vicinity of where we are.
Okay, you come around the corner of this building, and as you put the ring on your finger, you're immediately transported that place, a strange world of gray and shadow already. Mm-hmm. The light all around you begins to fade ever so slightly, and it's kind of this world of shade and shades and grays. And you begin to walk around this building into the moonlight, and you look up into the moonlight, and it's almost as if you see your face reflected back to you. You see almost an image of yourself coming in the moonlight. And you stare up into this image, and it begins to shift and to fade. And behind the image of your own face, you see the image of someone you've recognized from long ago, who you've been running from. And the face gets larger and larger, and the mouth opens up as if about ready to speak. And as the mouth begins to speak, there's a wisp, and the face disappears. And you hear this tiny voice behind you. You have finally come. I have been waiting for you.
Behind me?
Behind you.
I turn around and cast inflict wounds, just instinctively.
Okay. Yeah. As you turn around, go ahead.
I mean, it's just a touch spell, so if it sounds close enough that the person is right behind me.
Yep. You turn around, you cast inflict wounds immediately, and you see immediately as you turn the same half-Tiefling girl. She raises her hand, says to you, "Peace." She's standing there barefoot, dressed in flowing white robes that seem to sway as if she's under the influence of gentle currents underneath the water. Her skin is as pale as before, but this time it's shining in a way that it was not before when she was lying on the floor. And her hair has been transformed to this brilliant reddish color, and her eyes are now a brilliant blazing green that shift like colored smoke as she stares directly at you. Not in a threatening manner, but rather in an expression of peace and hope. And then she repeats herself. "I've been waiting for you. You have finally come."
Who are you? What do you want? And I'm backing up, like I'm continuing to walk backwards. If she's like dispelled whatever I cast, right? So she's whatever I inflict wounds didn't have any effect on her, I'm assuming.
Are you the one who Helge has promised? I've been waiting for you in hope. Help me, please.
And she can see me, obviously, with
She
the
can
ring
see
on.
you. Yeah.
If I take it off, is she still there?
You take the ring off, and immediately you come back to the street. Everything's normal, and there's nobody there.
Oh, crap. I'll put the ring back on.
You slide the ring back on your finger, and you are returned to the same area. But the girl's not there anymore.
Oh, crap.
She's disappeared.
Okay. I'm like, oh god. I want to run. I'm going to run. I'm taking the ring off. And I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to JP Francine's building.
Okay. Yeah.
The establishment. and hide.
The underground. Okay. Yep. Okay.
That's all. And I'm just gonna hide.
Okay. All right.
Until I feel like things have settled down and I'm not being watched anymore.
Yeah,
That's
you're
possible.
a bit spooked from this encounter, obviously. So it takes you probably a good hour before you sort of begin to settle down. And as the hour goes, as you're sort of hiding in the shadows, waiting, morning begins to dawn in Truhamn. It comes almost something like a flash of light as the rising sun bursts into the eastward-facing port city in its almost circular U-shape. And beams of light reflect off the multiple layers of white stone and bounce off one another, amplifying one another, creating almost something like a heavenly radiance that fills the entire city. The sound of seagulls now and the crashing of waves pours into the room where the rest of you are sleeping, with scents of freshly baked breads and fried ham wafting into your nostrils. Bolin, the light sets you at ease now, and your heart settles down as the daylight begins to pour into the city, the dark streets where you had previously walked an hour before. The rest of you now slowly begin to wake from the scent of breakfast and the hope of the morning sun shining into your room. What would you like to do?
What time are we supposed to meet at the ship?
At daybreak, so shortly after sunrise,
Okay.
or somewhere after there. I mean, within reason, within an hour or so.
Well, I feel like I'm going to be getting up, and Trago's going to be getting his shit together and going down to get some breakfast.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of shake off, the sleep or whatever, and go downstairs. If there's something I can, some food I can just grab and take outside, I just want to go outside.
Sure, you can grab a plate and head out
Just eat
by
out there.
yourself.
Stand outside wherever we are and just eat up.
Sure. Yep. Carolyn takes off by himself, eating alone. The rest of you notice strangely that Bolin is not with you in the room when you wake up, but this tiefling girl is lying on the wooden floor where Bolin had left her the night before, still pale, lifeless, comatose. But oddly enough, you see that there's some burn marks on the cloak that she was wearing on her back. Some slight burn marks around the cloak.
We didn't even give her a bed.
Yeah, did we just throw her on the floor?
Well,
She's unconscious.
She's half dead anyway. We'll throw her on the floor.
Yeah, it
Are
seems a bit.
they fresh? Were they there before we went to sleep?
No, they weren't. You notice there are new burn marks. There's burn marks on her cloak, and Bolin is gone.
Yeah.
Does it look like she moved? I mean, how dusty is this place? Is there footprints or?
Give me an investigation check.
Uh, 6.
Thanks. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's you really don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, what are we gonna do with her?
And Bolin, is any of Bolin's stuff still in the room?
Yeah, everything that Bolin has is still left in the room. He's just strangely missing at this point.
Oh boy, that's
Maybe,
suspicious.
maybe he's eating
Did-
breakfast already.
Yeah, did we do anything? Did we decide what we're gonna do with the girl, the tiefling?
Yeah, she coming with
Yeah,
on the voyage.
are we bringing her along?
She should be vertical if we're doing that.
I'm gonna look
Minimum
over at
requirement.
Groggle and ask him to pick her up and bring her down with us.
Maybe Lady Drelden
Yeah.
has an idea.
Mhm.
If she's trustworthy.
Groggle, will you pick her up and bring her downstairs with us?
Is she almost dead?
I mean, she's incredibly lifeless, comatose, not moving,
boy.
pale.
I-
It is
I
bad
pull-
when
I
Goblin
pull
asks that.
Yeah, I pull out my
Morning Star.
Morning Star and I kill her. We don't need a Tiefling, a weirdo. Kill her.
Okay.
I try to stop him.
Groggle pulls out his Morning Star and you step in. Trago, what do you say?
I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit him with color spray. Wait, no, that might not work.
You're doing this to Groggle, Chad. What do you think Groggle's gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her he's got to stop. We need her for more information.
Give me a persuasion check. Let's see, as Groggle is getting into the heat of the moment.
I was gonna say
a natural 1. But
So he gets Chad instead.
I have lucky.
we're done for.
I have lucky, so I'm gonna re-roll it again. Not much better. Persuasion. 13.
13.
Yeah.
Groggle, I mean, he's pleading with you.
Kill her.
At this point, I'm gonna offer to buy breakfast for saving me from Gorlag. Was that the guy? Maybe
Gorlag,
that'll diffuse the tension. I'll buy breakfast and a few ales.
Are you stepping in between?
Look around. No. I'm not stepping in between.
Did he just say ale?
He did, yes.
Breakfast and ales on me.
I put my Morning Star away and
It's like catnip.
Yeah. Oh Jesus!
you have no idea.
Sigh comes from the group as Groggle drops his Morning Star and walks with
He just
Dzien
drops it and walks away.
into the
Oh
breakfast
no,
hall.
I don't drop it. I
Right.
put it away.
Put it away, yeah.
That's all I need. 10 minutes from now, Matt's like, don't you remember you dropped your Morning Star?
Yeah. Yeah.
Color spray.
I guess
you'd be dead right now.
you'd be
So, yeah,
blind
I guess-
and no.
I can buy
I'm gonna-
everyone breakfast,
yeah.
so if one person wants to stay with her, or is she pretty light? Maybe.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
extremely small, tiny
Caroline, can you pick her up? You're a big dragonborn dude.
little. Easy, yeah.
I'm not in the room. I'm
Oh, that's right. Shit.
She's like twice, maybe twice the weight of Trago, so not very heavy.
Okay.
2 sacks of flour.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
You said JP Franzine's, the building was adjacent to the inn that we stayed, right? Or
It's just right down the street.
Okay.
Away.
I want to get a sight line to the entrance of the inn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
But I want to stay hidden.
Okay, sure. Yep. So you can see the door to Shepher's Retreat,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. And interesting, as you sit there and watch, give me a perception check actually while you're sitting there hiding and watching.
Perception. 19.
19. Okay. Yeah. In the course of the few minutes that you're sitting there, you see several individuals walk into the inn. Oddly enough, one of them seems to be a bit out of place, something of a sailor type, which is a bit strange this far up in the city. Usually they hang out down on the lower levels where the wharfs are. So there's a sailor that has walked into the front door. And oddly enough, with the 19 perception, I'll give you this as well, strikingly similar to an orc. Something like an orc sailor has walked through the door into this inn.
I'm going to knock an arrow onto my short bow. I do have a short bow. And just hold my action to fire it.
Okay.
That's all.
At the point of
the
work?
entrance.
At the entrance.
entrance.
Okay. So when you see something strange happening.
When I see something that I'm not going to tell the group right now, I am going to fire.
Okay. Like Groggle coming out. Okay. Yep. Good.
So we need to figure out how much of bowl and stuff is still sitting there.
Hey, this
everything.
is bullshit.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is bullshit. I was promised breakfast.
Yeah. So, Matt, in rooms like this, is it like checkout time is 11 a.m.? Is there Like,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
We still have the
Yeah,
room for a
yeah.
little bit.
You have the room for
Alright.
you know, I mean, it's great at daybreak, so I mean,
Yeah.
the sun just came up, so you still have a couple hours, yeah, for sure, 2 or 3 hours,
Well,
at
I'm
least.
gonna look at Jen and be like, "Yep, breakfast sounds pretty good right now. So let's head. I'm gonna head down, leave Bull and stuff there, but we
Okay.
should lock the room."
Yep. You can
Niv,
do
are
that. You have
coming
keys. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go get some ham and eggs.
Okay. So Caroline is outside. Bolin is gone. The rest of you make your way into the serving area there, where you sit down. And there's already in the morning. I mean, this place is kind of known for its breakfast. They have delicious fried hams that are coming out on platters. It's just incredibly delicious, fresh baked breads. There's even fresh fruits. I mean, you can tell it's a shipping city, so they get a lot of supplies in from different areas. So all a beautiful spread and array, and just a wonderful breakfast. This place is already pretty packed as people are sitting down and eating their breakfast. You guys eat up. Is there anything you want to do or say while you're eating your breakfast?
I'm just gonna ask Niv, and Jen, like, what are you? Well, also, Bolin's not here. We don't see Bolin anywhere.
Yeah, do we see him?
Yeah, it would be like we would assume he'd be down before us eating, but not seeing him there is going to raise some questions.
I'll go back into the place they're eating and join them or do wherever they are.
Okay. Yep. Caroline walks back in.
So he asked Caroline if he's seen Bolin since he was outside.
No, I didn't see too many people at all, honestly.
Are there like separate restrooms, like bathrooms or did our room have a bathroom?
No, there was
or is it
no
like
bathroom
a
in your room.
communal?
Yep. A communal hole at the end of the hall.
I'm stuffing my face and I'm stuffing my face full of ham and eggs and shit, and I've just asked if anybody wants to go check the bathrooms to see if he's there. Nobody?
Or check with, is there a serving girl, like a girl who's sort of the hostess? Is there someone there we could ask if
who's the last person to see? Anybody talk to him last night at all, or?
I don't know. I was dead to the world, so I didn't hear anything.
Where's the tiefling girl? You left her up in the room?
For now.
Or at least put her in a bed.
So I'm gonna go up to the tiefling girl and check on her and see if there's anything I can do.
The rest of you, before Caroline does that, the rest of you sitting in this restaurant area, give me a perception check.
What do you mean?
Oh God!
Is that intelligence or charisma?
Wisdom.
That's wisdom.
Perception? Yeah, it's wisdom.
That's a big old 7 for me, and I'm getting rid of this dice.
I got
Groggle paying attention. 19.
15 for me.
Okay. Anybody else? What do you say, Niv? What did you have?
I got an 18.
An 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately, Groggle, your eyes perk up immediately as you see what looks to be an orc sailor walk into this place. Now you're extra perceptive when it comes to other orcs because you yourself have orc blood in you. You see this orc walk in, sort of looks around, scans the place quickly, and begins to walk back towards the rooms and disappears back in the hallway in the direction of where your room is. Niv, you see Groggle watching this orc, and you see him also walking back towards your room, and he disappears into the hallway by himself.
Towards our room or towards the room?
Towards your room.
Like specifically our room?
Caroline is now coming back into the eating area and begins to walk towards the room. Groggle, you see Caroline walking in that direction. Niv you also observe Caroline walking in that direction.
I get up immediately and head follow the orc.
Does it look like Caroline is with the orc? Or are they
he's coming behind him. He's further behind him.
And I make it obvious something's wrong. I push myself away from the table.
The rest of you notice Groggle getting up now, and in a huff, pushing the table aside and heading out back to the room. What would you like to do?
So he comes up behind me. He stands up. I pass him and he stands up.
Groggle? Yeah. Groggle's coming behind you. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so do I know he's coming up behind me?
Yeah, you can see him. You can hear him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look at him, and I think that from him, I'll guess there's something going on, and turn around and see this orc in front of me. Is that?
The orc has turned around the corner in the hallway now, and he's heading down the hallway. So you lost sight of him.
All right, so I'm gonna follow Grottle, I guess now.
Nib, what are you doing?
I am going to also, but I'm going to bring like my plate of ham steak and stuff with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to carry that with me.
Dan, I gotta say, I gotta stop the action here. I just gotta say, you look like the main character's dad in a Pixar movie.
Oh, that's good.
Totally.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. It's oh man.
Inside
Braveheart.
Hogwarts?
Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. Oh my god.
Wreck-It Ralph?
It's
I'll find
beautiful,
it.
Dan. It's beautiful.
All right.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring that stuff with. More as a casual. I just want to see what's going on. Air about me.
Okay. As you guys make your way down the hallway, Trago, you see all of them now departing. And Dzien, you were also there. You see them also leaving. What are the two of you doing?
I look at Jenna and I'm like, seriously, it's like every fucking day.
I was
Get a
gonna
fight.
say, does this
Can't
happen
go
often?
one day without getting in a fight. And I get up and I grab my piece of ham, I'm eating it, and I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my beer, leave my food, and just sort of hang out by the hallway where just sort of make sure that no one comes back out. So I'm not gonna follow, but I am gonna like post sentry, so to
Okay.
speak. Make sure no one else goes back there.
So Dzien posts himself up there, kind of on the corner where
Yeah,
the
just lean
hallways
against
begin.
the wall. Act casual.
Is it my turn to kill someone yet?
Leaning a little extra far with his stumpy stump there.
Oh yeah, I'm armless.
Oh, yeah.
Just your left arm, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
And Groggle and Caroline, as you guys follow ever so closely, you make your way almost to the corner here where the orc had turned. And as you get there, you suddenly hear this cracking, booming sound. And you take another step forward and you see that the orc has actually put down his shoulder, taken the butt of an axe, and pushed his way through the door, broken into your door. The door swings open and you see him let out this and tramps into the door, or running into the room itself, leaving the broken shards of the door behind him. He's clearly after something. He sees something there.
I holler out, "Hey, asshole, that's my kill," and I run towards him.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll be right behind
Yeah.
Grottle here. Right, I'll have my short swords out.
Okay.
Me too.
Are you guys running into the room at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys run into the room at this point, and immediately you see that this orc has picked up the tiefling girl, has thrown her over her shoulder, his left shoulder, and he's got his axe in his right shoulder. Seeing you break into the room, he looks around trying to find a way out. He doesn't see one. Looks to the window, and takes his axe and tries to smash a hole through the window and breaking a larger area that he can get out of, and begins to throw his body weight against the window. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going.
Grapple!
Yeah, I want to grab him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on it, or
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative, guys. He already took his action, so
I'm still standing there just
first.
eating my plate.
Oof. Do we get mulligans in this game?
It's called lucky.
too many of
You
them.
gotta be close.
Oh, natural
4.
20.
Whoa,
Oh,
Jen.
dang.
Is initiative just initiative?
No, there's a bonus on it.
You
Plus-
should have an initiative bonus too at the top of
It'd be
your
your,
character sheet.
it would be your
plus one,
dexterity.
so
bonus.
21, right.
All right. Anybody
Even though
has
I'm-
anything better than a 21?
Nope.
Okay, anything 15 to 20?
18.
18. All right. Trago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 16.
16. Okay. 10 to 15.
Cool.
Got,
5 to 10?
I
I got 14.
A 14 for Niv. Okay. and a 5 for Caroline. The orc has an 8.
And don't forget Groggle at 4.
Groggle at 4. So Caroline at 5, Groggle at 4. Groggle is bloodthirsty, but he's caught a little off guard here with this. So go ahead, Jen. You hear this noise, this crunching noise. You hear this scream from this guttural scream from an orc. You hear the rest of them begin to run into this room. What would you like to do? We'll have to theater mine this one. I don't have a map set up for this.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of the last on the scene, which is weird going first, but I'm going to... I think it'd be hard since I'm so short to try to grab her. I'm just going to try to grapple the orc so he can't jump out the window.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Weigh him down.
Do a competing strength check here.
Do I have advantage on strength checks? Maybe only when I rage. 5. That's not
That'd be a good fucking time to rage, buddy.
You could rage now.
Oh, I could?
The orc.
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, well, even if I'd get another roll. Yeah, I better do that.
All right.
So I'll rage. I think I can rage 3 times.
So Jen, this little hill dwarf, gets enlarged from his rage as he bursts into this room, seeing this orc, goes right for him, trying to grapple him.
Okay,
I rolled a 22.
I have advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws.
He's not listening.
Another 5, so 8.
Yeah.
So you try to grapple him, but you end up sliding down to his knees, and he sort of breaks out of you as he's putting his weight into this wooden wall, trying to break through the window, and it's beginning to crack. Trigo, you're up.
All right. So
You better
if
hurry,
I would
boys.
Matt, if I would use color spray, it's a 15-foot cone from me. Could I get just the orc and not hit Jen?
You're gonna hit Jen.
If it's gonna hit Jen?
Yeah, it's gonna hit
okay,
Jen.
so
Absolutely.
then I'm gonna go with a. I'm just gonna go at him with my daggers.
Okay. Are you using your magic daggers or your normal daggers?
My magic daggers.
Okay.
You want me to do a
Absolutely. Do a Constitution check. Yep.
Constitution is 12 plus, so it's going to be 13. And then the attack roll is 16.
All right. So you
17.
were acting now not out of fear, but out of hatred or anger, right?
Yeah, if I pass whatever the Constitution.
Yep.
Okay, out of anger, and I hit
Constitution 10, yeah.
17. Okay, 17 hits, so then my daggers do. Okay, d4 plus 4. What is an 8?
Higher math over
Ah!
One.
I rolled 2 1s. So it would be 6 damage. Oh,
6 damage.
here. All that?
So you-
1d4 plus 4 plus a d8.
So Trigo comes running up, pulls out these 2 black daggers that are now sort of shimmering in this reddish light, and he jumps over, but he doesn't quite connect, and it slices down. 6 points of damage. You cut across the orc's arm. He looks back at you and snarls. Not enough damage to take him out, but still something. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I? Is the window open?
The window was open, yeah, and it's completely shattered now, and it's beginning to crack as he's breaking through the wooden wall part here.
So can I use my bonus action to move and actually jump out the window?
I'll give that to you because you still have some movement left. You're pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to move and jump out the window.
Okay. Yep. And it's actually cracking down below, so you can even get a little bit lower and jump out of the cracked area as well. Yeah. As
And
you
you
run
land-
past him, you slice him, land on the floor, dive out the broken window.
Into a trailer full of manure.
Yeah. Right.
And give me a dexterity save actually to see how you land when you fly out the window.
Okay, that's good. That's the 19 plus my dexterity save. 26.
Okay, so you roll beautifully out of that and take no damage. Niv, you're up. Ta-da!
Jazz hat.
Ta-da! Niv, you're up. What do you want to do? And let's see. The orc is on deck. And Caroline. You're up to
literally just got up. You guys are gonna.
So let me make sure I understand all this. So, Groggle and I were like right next to this guy, and then Jen, who's down the hallway, got initiative.
Yeah, you guys were a bit surprised when he sort of turned around.
I use the flash. You're the flash.
Dwarf flash.
Jen didn't see what was going on, so he wasn't taken aback at all. He just runs into the room.
My action. I'm assuming this guy would be considered hostile towards us.
Absolutely. No question about it.
You got to put the ham down first, Dan.
Throw your ham at him.
That was my plan, actually.
12 points of steam damage.
Oh yeah.
12 points of pork damage.
Jeez.
What is my plate made out of?
Oh man.
What is my plate made out of? Is it metal or is it wood? How
It's
heavy is it?
porcelain plate.
And fuck it. I'm gonna frisbee that shit right at his face, right at his eyes.
We'll give it a modified weapon. So give me a roll a d20 with your dexterity bonus. Should say this is a modified weapon.
Natural 1 for a total of 4.
You end up
You're not very
ham.
good with.
Yeah, you're gonna hit me right in the head.
Actually, roll me a d10. On a 1 through 10, you miss him completely. On a 10 plus, you actually get
3.
3. Okay, so Jen, this plate comes flying past you, and the orc shatters on the wall. And you look back, and there's Niv standing there, looking rather sheepishly from his horrible discus throw. All right, Orc's turn. He is going to take the pork's turn.
The pork's turn.
Porky orc.
My name is also Bork.
What's going on?
A little bit flew off of the plate and landed on the orc when the plate blew up.
No, I mean, what's going on? We're like all over the place here.
Fried ham on his shoulder as he takes a step back and puts his shoulder into the wall. Oh man, yeah, 22 strength there, and he is going to blast his way through this wall and to actually shatter the rest of the wood. And he then takes about another 15, 20 feet out of this place, right getting really close to where you rolled out, Trago. The rest of you now, there's a gaping hole in the wall as he begins now to take off down to the central part of the town.
Do I have line of sight on him?
You see him now coming out, absolutely.
Do I get a...
Did you roll, or you didn't roll for initiative, did you?
No,
Go ahead.
I wasn't in the fight.
Roll me a d20 now that you see him. And we'll throw you an initiative round here.
15.
15. Okay, we'll put you in the next one. All right. Yeah, you see him
now.
now.
I was holding my action.
Right. Correct. Go ahead and give me a shot. Give me a shot.
So yeah, I will shoot at the orc. At Bork. Bork the orc.
You got an episode name, Matt, for YouTube.
Once you guys kill him, we'll just
that's a 7. 7.
Oh.
So as he's running
Stick to
past
the healing spells.
you shoot your arrow and it comes flying dangerously close to his shoulder. Doesn't hit him, but actually grabs a piece of the pork that's sitting there and flies. It's just like skin flying off. You think you actually hit him, but you didn't. It's just breakfast. Okay, Caroline.
Do I get I don't get attack of opportunity, do I?
No, he hasn't come into contact with you yet.
Okay.
He's running past you though, close.
So, how far am I away from him?
He moved about 15 feet out of the door, and you were probably about 10 feet away from him, so about 25 feet at this point.
25 feet, jeez. Okay, can I cover the... I'm going to cover that ground and get to him and attack him?
Yep, you can get right up behind him, yep. As
okay, I get 2 attacks per round.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
All right, so no, that's a... hold on. 6. 13.
13 is a hit.
Okay, I get 2 more. 18.
Yes.
And 2.
Okay. So roll the damage on those 2.
8.
8 points of damage. Whoa. Okay, so Caroline catches up with him now. 8 points of damage and slices into his back. You see his shirt, his cloak sort of slide open, and there's wounds, deep gashes, bleeding profusely at this point. He almost stumbles. He's really hurt. But he stays on his feet and tries to continue to run, holding this tiefling girl ever so tightly in his grasp. Groggle, you're up.
Uh-oh.
I follow immediately behind him.
Immediately with Caroline. Yeah, you're right behind Caroline.
Pull out the Morning Star
Yes.
and attack.
Give me a roll.
He's gonna
Natural
incinerate him,
20.
isn't he? He's just
That
gonna
Nice.
Natty 20.
Oh boy, there we go.
Yeah, that's important. Double your dice now.
On a critical hit with a melee weapon, roll one weapon. Yeah. That is. So it's 2d8.
Oh my gosh.
2d8
Roll.
plus 14.
What?
What?
How do you get plus 14?
Oh no. Yeah, for each attack, right? It's plus 7.
Oh, you
But
don't
it's
double
one
the
attack.
you don't double the
Oh,
the bonus
Just the
bonus
dice.
just the
Just
dice. Yeah.
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Nice.
Wow. So Groggle comes.
I didn't double. I rolled 2.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. You can play it either way. He comes bounding over you, Caroline, with his Morning Star, like loud grunt as he brings this thing down on top of this guy, knocking him face first down on the ground. And actually, you did so much damage. This is a dead. Like the guy is completely gone.
Oh.
Snuffed out his life, and he is gone completely.
He like a baseball
Or-
swung his head off.
Unrevived.
Doyle rules.
Something like a pile of orc is lying on the ground. The tiefling girl falls and rolls ever so slightly, and there's just this bloody mess there. You guys are standing within probably 15 or 20 feet of the entrance of the inn. People now walking by, beginning to see this and stopping and looking at this scene here. Combat is finished. What do you guys like to do?
So wait, Matt, the arrow that Tim shot, did we see it? Did I see it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
We have no idea.
Yeah,
if
I was
Tim
still
is there.
I was
or-
still
Well,
hiding.
that's the thing. It's like did I see the arrow? Then I would have like tried to look and see where the arrow came from because it just kind of came out of nowhere. But if I didn't see it,
I would say things were happening too quickly. You
Okay.
didn't really notice much. Yeah, we'll say that.
And you said that people are starting to come out.
People are starting to stop and to look at you and to stare and to point. And I mean, there's this big bloody mess in front of you. Groggle's sitting there huffing and puffing with the Morning Star lodged in the back of this guy's neck.
I'm gonna run up and check the tiefling. Is she still alive?
She's in the same state she was in as before,
Comatose?
lifeless, comatose. But there's still she's not dead, but neither is she entirely alive.
Who's nearest then? Groggle and Caroline?
yeah,
I'm gonna give her over to Caroline,
yeah.
or ask
okay.
Caroline, whatever, and
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the people, and I'm gonna ask if anybody knows who the orc was. Does anybody know him?
People are looking a bit horrified. Give me a persuasion check to see if they're actually gonna be able to talk to you.
God, terrible. That's gonna be a 10.
A 10, okay. As you ask this question, you realize that you're still holding your daggers. You forgot to sheath them back as you ask the question. And
Yeah,
these
as
people
I'm-
are terrified by you. And so they begin to take off. And you see the crowds beginning to like disperse, and you can hear them like running down the stairs, taking off. You have no idea where they're going, but they're not sticking around to talk to you.
Okay, I'm sheathing my daggers, and then we gotta go, guys. Let's get our shit. Go to the wharf, to Dock 94.
Because are we?
Yeah.
Theondir is the city, right? Not the country.
Theondir is the city. Yep. So you're on the island of Falondir. The city is Theondir, and you're now in
Okay.
Truhamn.
And would medallions from Theondir have any
Yeah.
authority in Truhamn?
You could try. Definitely in Theondir, as you've noticed.
Because is there anyone still around? Or did everyone
I mean, the
take
crowd's
off?
pretty much dispersed at this point. Some of them seem as if they've run into the inn at this point. Some seem to have taken off down the stairs, heading to the main part of the city.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Can
So
I?
no, go ahead.
Well, can I take out my Theondir medallion-sized rock and cast minor illusion to make it look like the Theondir medallion, and then
You
go
can.
into the crowd and try and official business. Don't
Nothing
don't
to
need
see
be
here.
alarmed.
Yeah, like-
we need information.
You're holding it up kind of like this as you walk out into the crowd, and you're shouting
Yeah.
official business. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because of the brutalness of Groggl's massacre.
Is everybody outside now? Or is anybody in the inn still?
Everyone's outside at this point, I think. Is that right? Oh, Jen is still inside.
I am going to be using lucky on that because that was a natural one.
Wow, we're rolling great.
Yeah.
Persuasion, you said?
Yep.
8.
8. They look sort of half cross-eyed at this medallion, and one of them looks at the other and says, "Theondir, what do I know?" And they take off running once again. It wasn't very persuasive.
Yeah, we're fucking great at this, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay, so I have the tiefling girl. I'm holding her. I need to. Can I turn to Chad and ask him? I'd say, do you know where Bolin is? What's going on with that?
No idea, but I think the best thing for us to do is get to the dock, because I kind of have a feeling that there's going to be some guards showing up here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we should make our way, and hopefully Bolin knows enough to follow. But Bolin's stuff, you said, was still in the room?
Yeah, how much stuff does he have?
Yeah, does he have a lot of stuff, or is it just like...
Well, I'm still in the room, I
Yeah.
believe, so I could just start chucking shit
Yeah.
out the hole. If we need to go,
Yeah.
I'll just grab everybody's crap and just start throwing it out.
Yeah.
So you guys look back, and Jen, you see this cracked hole, and all those bags start come flying out, and cloaks and shoes and all of your equipment coming out.
Yeah.
And after Jen has
I'm
thrown
gonna
it all out, he exits and comes out with the rest of the stuff. And there's now a pile of your stuff sitting there.
And I'm going to search the body of the orc.
Okay. Give me a because you're under stress. Give me a quick investigation check.
Matt,
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm going to knock another arrow and aim at Jen. Now that he's
Okay.
outside,
Yeah.
I'm going to aim at Jen. I don't want to kill him. I want to shoot him in the leg.
Okay.
Shoot him in
and
his
then
good
let-
arm.
So controlled
Yeah.
shot. Yep.
Hit the arm.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Give me a roll with disadvantage since you're trying to really do a very specific shot on him.
It was a natural 1.
Okay.
Hits him in the head.
Jen, as you're running out to join all the bags that you threw out, you hear this noise, and you see as an arrow bounces about 4 feet in front of you off the cobblestone and bounces off and flies off and hits the side of the building, lodging itself into the wooden wall there. And you look around. You don't know exactly where it came from. The general direction, you know, it came from a little bit around the corner. But you know suddenly now you've been shot at.
Yeah.
And the rest of you also hear this, and you see this thing skip, and the rest of you also notice now that somebody's shooting at you.
I'm going to take out my mace, and I'm going to run and try to tackle Jen.
Okay.
I want to be as surprising as I can, but I'm going to run, and
Yeah.
I'm taking out my, "Rah! You son of a bitch."
All right. The
And
rest of you,
I want to tackle him.
you hear Bolin now screaming as he comes running around the corner, mace held high above his head. You see him running directly towards Jen. You all have an opportunity to do something in the interim as he has a few more feet before he gets to Jen.
We've had a
What would you like?
very minimal
I'm
thing
going to
already.
yell out that he's possessed again. I forget who possessed him. before.
Yeah. The in
the
the
Death Knight,
dungeon
the Death
thing or whatever.
Lady,
The
Lady
Death
of the Dead.
Yeah. The Queen of the Dead, or the Queen of Death.
You know what? I'm just gonna kind of be there dumbfounded, like, what the hell is going on again? As I'm searching this body.
What did you get for your investigation check, by the way?
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to you in a second. The rest of you take. You have one action to take.
Oh boy! How far away? Like, is he running? He's not running past us, right? He's running like from across the street or something.
Like, my eyes are intent on Jen. I'm only looking at him.
I mean,
Jen is probably crapped his pants at this point.
Well, yeah, you're probably not going to intervene for like I'm technically like a prisoner still.
Yeah, it's too confusing.
Yeah, and
right.
So
I think everyone
just quickly.
You just stand there and let it happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, I don't
I'll look over at Trago
like attack or anything. I'm just gonna.
Jen holds up his left hand. Stop! But he doesn't have a hand. Wait, no!
Scratch
Wait.
my head with the. Do I have a hook or something? Yeah, a hook scratching my head, and I'll just stand there.
All right, Bolin, go ahead and give me an attack roll. Are you
I
striking?
don't want to attack. I don't want to attack. I want to grapple him and tackle him.
Grapple. Okay.
And,
Give
like,
me
I want to get on top of
competing strength checks, both of you.
I think I have advantage on those.
I think you're still enraged as well. I think that lasts for what?
week.
1 minute only.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but you're still enraged, so you still get all your rage.
I got a 18.
So I rolled twice, right? 12. Do I add my strength bonus?
Yes.
That'd be 15.
15. Okay. So Bolin actually tackles Jen, throws him down to the ground, is on top of him now, holding him down. Jen cannot move. He is stuck fast. The rest of you swing around and look sort of dumbfounded at Bolin and wondering what is going on here.
I'm going to hold my mace upright to his neck and say, "Where is Uldra? Where is he? Tell me now."
I'm going to offer to buy him breakfast.
Matt, I see this.
Yeah. you see all
Where is
this.
Uldra?
I grab the dwarf by the neck and hold him up like this.
Tim is on top of him.
I'm on top of him.
Get the fuck off him then.
Wait, hold on.
I pushed Tim off him and grabbed the dwarf.
Like that
Reminder.
WWF.
Dude, is Uldra someone that we've met or someone that we know, or is this...
Yeah, do any of you know what he's talking about?
I'm trying to think, like, have we encountered Uldra, or is this something new to us, Matt, Tim?
It doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you guys have heard of this at all.
So... Who's Uldra?
Quit railroading my turn. I pushed him off and I grabbed the dwarf.
All right, give me a strength check, competing strength there.
Versus
Both of
him.
Bolin and yeah.
Do we hear any
Natural 20.
uproar
Wow.
in the blocks surrounding us?
This is absurd.
Groggle tries to pick him up,
One.
but Bolin is sort of enraged. His eyes are blazing red, sort of pushes Groggle off, holding Jen down with his other arm,
Do we hear
yelling down at him.
And is
anything
Bull...
going on? Like guards coming or people yelling or anything?
I mean, at this
a couple
point,
blocks away by now?
crowds have definitely taken off, and you suspect they're going to get guards because this is.
But we
there's
don't hear anything yet.
You don't see anything yet.
Okay, so
Hey, can we take a 5-minute break, guys?
Sure.
I know it's a bad time, but
Yeah,
You got it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Poop again?
5 minutes.
5-minute break. Hey, we'll see.
Screw you,
Okay.
Tim. You just hit your natural 20.
Yeah.
We'll be right back
But
in 5
also
minutes.
yes, Tim. Also yes.
right, let's jump back in, guys. We just left off when Bolin was on top of Dzien, shouting at him. Groggle's trying to push him off. Nothing is happening. Commotion in the streets. You get the sense now, there's a sense of tension now that guards will be coming at any minute. What do you guys want to be doing now?
Did I find anything on the body?
Oh, yes, you did. You found a few gold pieces, 6 gold pieces, not much gold pieces there. But you did find a note.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
Written in Orcish. I don't know if you can read Orcish.
I cannot.
You cannot, okay. Yeah,
Well,
you found a note
can't
written
even
in
probably
Orcish.
read Orcish.
Yeah. Am I finding this as all that commotion is going on?
Yeah, you're focusing on your investigation, and you had a
Okay.
decent investigation roll there, so.
Can I stealthily hide the note and the gold? Like, is any of our group paying attention to me, or are they all like watching the drama go down with Bolin and?
Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage, because it is such a crazy situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not paying any attention. I'm trying to figure out
Oh yeah, that's good. 2 16s plus my sleight of hand, which I think is
cards and stuff.
26.
Yeah, no problem. Goes
Okay.
right into your pocket.
All right. Yep. I take the note and whatever and hide it, and then did he have a weapon on him?
He had this giant axe that he was using, which is pretty heavy for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So at this point, is Groggle like trying to get into it then?
Into the
Fray with Bolin and.
Oh yeah, Groggle tried to jump in there, but Bolin was strangely able to sort of push him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell over to Groggle. Hey, he's got a big ass axe. Do you want it? Got some free loot for you, buddy.
No.
All right, and it's just a normal axe, so like no gold inlay or anything.
No, it's just a normal great axe.
All right, is Bolin an elf?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, today is a good day to die, but I would prefer to die at the hands of a real fighter. So if I'm to die, I want Groggle to do it, and I'm gonna offer up my totem, my spirit necklace of a crocodile tooth, and say, if you kill me, take this.
Okay.
I
want Groggle to kill me and take my totem.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm going to interject and say,
So I'm gonna.
he can kill you somewhere else. Let's go.
I don't want to get
Let's kill him
I
on the
want to
boat.
get half killed by some elf. I want to get fully killed. I've seen what
Can we-
Groggle's capable of.
Can we
So
postpone it? Can we get on the ship and then you do that?
And then you can pin the orc on me. You know, the orc and
Do
I.
I hear all this, Matt?
The orc and
Yeah,
I
you're
killed
right
each
next to
other.
him.
And
Alright,
you guys,
I
can get away scot-free.
pull up my Morning Star and crush his head in.
Okay.
I will absolutely tell Groggle, if you do that, I will destroy you.
On second thought, I'd go after Tim.
Okay. If you guys want to do that, if you want to do
Fireball.
Why the fuck?
that. Okay. The two of you roll initiative.
Yeah, not fireball. That would kill all of us, wouldn't it?
And Jen, as Groggle comes running over and begins to attack Bolin stands up, releasing you at this point.
No, I don't.
No,
I'm
you're still-
sticking on Jen.
You're staying on
Like,
top
I'm
of
just
Jen.
I'm just telling Groggle this, but my focus is on Jen.
Okay. Why don't you all who are sitting there go ahead? Everybody roll me initiative. We'll get back into initiative order here to keep it nice and logical.
13.
It's crazy. What's going on? There was something in that ham.
Yeah.
It's not even like 7 a.m. yet.
I do my killing before breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought this was going to be Caroline's episode with the dream. I rolled a 4.
All right, let's go 25 to 20. Anybody?
I had a 23.
23. Whoa, Trago. Okay. 20 to 25. Oh, I said that already. 20, 15, 20.
I had 15.
15. Okay.
13.
13 for Bolin. 10 to 5 and 10.
I got 10.
10.
Groggle? Another 4.
Holy crap! 1 to 5.
What?
4.
4. Who has the higher dexterity of you two?
It can't be me.
12?
13.
So
It is me.
Groggle, and then last of all, we have Dzien. Okay, Traggle, as you see
makes sense.
this escalating, Groggle running over now, beginning to get up really close to Bolin as he begins to strike. Bolin standing up, you can see reaching for some elements in his pouch as he begins to mouth some words. What do you want to do?
I want to kill everybody.
That's about right.
I screamed Groggle. How far away am I? From,
You're
like,
right there. Right
Am I
there.
right there?
Mm. 10 feet away.
Because you were still looking through the body, sort of, right?
Yeah, I'm like kind of kneeling over the body. I just had pocketed that thing, and this just shit's going off.
Hi, Pop.
I'm gonna try to bribe Groggle again. It's like I'll buy your ale for the next month if you just stop fighting.
As he's running and you're yelling, ale for the next month, ale for the next month, ale. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a persuasion check.
give you something good. Oh fuck me. That's a 3 plus, so it's a 10.
A 10. That's probably not enough persuasion for you. Groggle is worked up at this point.
And then that's my action, right?
That's your action, yeah.
Am I gonna have to come up with another backstory? God, that took me like 5
Right?
months to write.
You want to play a tiefling girl?
Well,
Can I? I'm just gonna stand up and
Heineken,
get
Dan?
ready. As
Yeah.
like a bonus action, can I just stand up and get ready with my what's it called? With my not uncanny dodge.
I can see it.
Cunning action.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand up and kind of move behind Groggle.
Okay.
Just see
Yep.
what happens.
Yep. Niv, you see that this persuasion fails on Trago's part, and Groggle is enraged. Your turn, and Bolin, you're on deck.
What is this like a seedy part of town, or kind of run down, or is it the fancy part of town?
It's more fancy. It's actually a pretty decent place. I mean, you're not that far away from the Spitfire Inn, which is a very high class. You're right down the street from JP Franzine's place. So I mean, you're talking about pretty high class here.
So there's no possible way I could fake being a drunk passed out on the street, huh?
You definitely could.
Do we know which way the wharfs are? Are we aware of direction and all that?
Yeah, you got the general directions from Lady Drelden, so you know the general way to get there.
Okay. I am going to nonchalantly as I can just start walking towards the wharfs.
Okay. Niv just sort of
like I am not
What's
part
going
of this.
and disappears.
Checking the fuck out.
And the highest intelligence of the night goes to Niv. He's just out of there. So Niv just sort of takes off. Are you running or just kind of walking?
No, I am looking like just a dude out for a stroll.
Okay, so you just like, I'm out of here. I'm checked out. You take off, heading towards the center of the city where the main staircase is that will take you down a few levels. Yeah, and you're able to get there.
Towards the water.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get to the foot the beginning of the staircase now. That's leading downwards to the next level. Bolin, you're up.
Come on.
So I grab my mace. I'm still sitting on top of Jen. I grab my mace and I slam it down right next to his head. Like so it looks like I'm gonna hit him, but I hit it like, right next to his head.
do it.
I pull out my medallion, my spiritual, my whatever it's called, my amulet of Lathander. I get right up to his face, and I hold it right up to his face, and I say, "Tell me where Uldra is. Tell me who this tiefling girl is. You have one last chance." Lathander does not look kindly on cheats, on liars, and dispellers.
Oh, you mad, bro?
And as you hold up your holy symbol right in his face, you look into his eyes, and around the pupils of his eyes, you see suddenly flash this little green ring around both of his pupils. And in the black of his eyes, you see reflected back to you a small girl standing up. And you realize the Tiefling girl is now standing up behind all of you, staring directly at you.
Not me.
Like, we can all see her?
Yeah.
Or is it like a sense, like you just sense her, she's standing up now?
But I was holding.
And I stand up.
Paul, like, but wait, I was
holding her.
What?
Right?
I stand up and I back away. Like I'm backing away, and I'm terrified. That's my action. That's my turn.
Okay. Caroline, you notice all this happening. Bolon is terrified, stands up, steps back.
Should have killed
Dzien
her
is
earlier.
dumbstruck as he's lying there. What do you want to do, Caroline?
I'm still holding the tiefling girl, right? Half-Tiefling?
Yeah. You were holding her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's now standing up next to you guys. So when all this happened, there was this dimensional shift, and she left your arms, and now she's standing up behind you all.
How far away is she from me?
About 10 feet away.
Okay. Is my amulet doing anything?
Your amulet is glowing ever so slightly, yes.
I don't recognize her, right? It's not like I didn't have any sense that.
No, you have no sense of recognition of her, no.
All right. I don't know. I'm
Have a bowl of Dinty Moore stew.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit from her. I'm facing her. I'm gonna kind of move out of the maybe another 10 or 15 feet away, simply because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dad's walking around the street sweeping with that gorgeous mustache.
And Caroline, as you back up, you move backwards. All of you now, simultaneously, without knowing it, you're not able to see this on each other's faces, but all of you simultaneously hear the voice of a small girl in your mind saying to you, "Peace, I have been waiting for you. Are you the ones?"
Do I hear this too?
Everybody hears this as you're walking as well, as you're walking away. "Are you the ones that Helga has sent? I've been waiting for you."
I'm going to think in my mind, I guess.
That's normally where you do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Well, technically, that's actually quite an interesting philosophical point.
Yeah.
Oh, God dang it.
Okay, boy. I'm gonna just respond. And who are you?
Okay.
Was
I'll let that hang there for a second. Yeah, Jen?
no, you said we heard a voice, or we heard it in our mind?
Your mind, yeah.
As for me, I'm not in a position to suggest anything, so I think I'm just gonna sit there kind of confused as to what just happened.
Did Jen hear it too?
Yeah, Jen heard as well.
So yeah, now I'm really confused.
So I might look around and look at each one of you and did you guys hear that too?
Yeah, who can all see her? I guess because like she's behind Bolin and.
Well, I assume we would all just sort of
Yeah.
slowly turn and look at her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She asked if Helga, what was that name?
Helga, yeah.
Does that
sound familiar to anybody?
Yeah,
us?
he's the
I'm
guy that
looking
gave
through
me
my
the ring.
notes.
He's the guy that gave me the ring at the very beginning of the
Oh.
campaign.
Okay, do we get
Like
his
the
name
old,
though?
the old guy
all of us?
in
I
the
don't even remember.
harbor?
Yeah, Yep.
Yeah.
the old like crazy guy.
I wouldn't know who that is, though.
That's
No,
We've
you
talked
never
about
met
him.
Helga.
We've talked about him a couple times.
Have
We've
we?
mentioned his name a couple times. Yeah,
So I would
you would probably know by now.
You never met him, but yeah, you heard them talk
so
about him, but you never
but
met
just
him.
in passing of
Yeah.
some crazy guy who gave me a ring.
Yep.
He was very crazy. Yeah.
okay.
I don't.
I'm gonna stop. How far away am I at this point?
Now you got about 30 feet away on your turn. You walked away, so you're about 30 feet away from them.
And does
So
she
I'm gonna-
respond to me asking who she is?
She does. You hear a pause, Trago, and in all of your minds as well. You don't hear Trago's question, but you hear her respond. She says, "My name is Helianthus." And Trago, immediately when she says that, you don't speak Orcish, but you recognize that proper name from the note.
Heliosoph.
Helianthus. Helianthus.
Helianthus.
So when we first found these two, she was kind of like undead-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
She
getting
was
some like
giving off-
undead vibes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to do something, but I think my character would
Okay,
have
and
nothing to do with this chick.
Caroline, your amulet is now glowing stronger than before.
Okay.
And Bolin, at the same time, your ring is also glowing stronger now. So there's a strange interplay of the amulet and the ring are both glowing, which is sending us rather confusing signals.
I'm gonna respond to her and ask her if was it Helianthos who sent this orc for you?
Wait,
I
isn't
am-
Helianthos her name?
I am Helianthus.
Yeah.
Are you the one who was sent for me?
And I'm gonna kind of. Do I see her, or is like because I are like Bolin and Groggle in between me and her?
You can see her.
Okay.
And as you're talking, strangely enough, she's standing. Her mouth is not moving at all. Her eyes are still closed. Her hair is sort of strewn all over, and she's standing in place. So not entirely conscious.
Okay. And what did she say? She said she asked if we are the ones.
The ones, yeah.
If I put
I
the
guess
ring on, is she in that shadow plane?
Bolin, you slide the ring on once again. Everything goes gray and shadowy. And there, you see her standing there. This time, though, she raises her head. Her hair brilliantly orange, her eyes green. She takes a step towards you, raises her hand out towards you.
I take the ring off. I take the ring off and I start running.
Okay.
To the wharf.
Tim,
I
Tim
know.
all morning is just
You take the ring off. You take the ring off, and immediately you see that she's
Yeah.
standing there where she was before. So there's a sense in which she's animate in this ring realm that she's not in normal life. And you take off and head towards Niv.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm running.
Okay.
Nope.
And do we see Tim put the ring on? Do we?
Yeah,
You
I
see that?
didn't.
He
try to do it sneakily.
didn't stealth it. So yeah, you guys all
Okay.
saw that.
Huh.
All right. So I'm catching up with Tim. We got to get out of here. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to catch up to Tim.
Okay.
And which way did you? We know he's running towards the wharf,
I
kind
ran
of.
towards the wharf.
Yeah.
Yep, towards the center stairway there.
And I'm just gonna respond to her, and I will say, "We'll take you to him. We'll find him." And then I kind of start backing away to see if she follows or what she does.
Are all of you sort of leaving her at this point?
You said she's not quite conscious. She's standing.
Yeah.
Standing, eyes closed, but not conscious. No.
And asking if Helga sent us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, I'll say, we'll take you to him, and does she respond when I start kind of walking away, like after telling her we'll take you to him?
No, she stands perfectly still.
Say, all right, then I'm gonna say yes. Helga sent us. We'll take you to the one.
When you say that, she collapses back to the ground, lifeless again.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna look at Niv.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, wait, Niv, did you stop, Niv?
I kind of stutter stepped, like somebody, and then I kept going.
Yeah.
This bitch
I'm gonna
scares me.
look at Jen and Groggle, and I'm gonna say, well, one of you two idiots pick her up. We have to go now.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to catch up to Tim. I want to try to stop him.
Yep.
Yeah, because you took off. I would have asked you, but I'm gonna ask Groggle and Jen. One of you two idiots pick her up. We gotta go. I'll buy all your fucking ale for the month. Let's go.
Okay.
I still haven't had my turn.
That's right.
As the mace comes down on Jen's head. What?
You kind of walked away, and then we got out of combat. But go ahead, Groggle, if you wanted to jump in there.
Pick the tiefling up, throw over my shoulder, and start for the docks.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be back in 20.
Okay.
What
Mic drop. I'm out. I pick her up.
Matt,
I go.
Matt, at this point, do we? Is there any indication that the guards are coming? That
You can sense a commotion is coming from the around the sides of this level. It seems like each level has its own unit of guards that's assigned to it. So there's a sense in which there's a commotion. There's some guards making their way this direction. Yes,
all right,
that is correct.
And when we don't have any any knowledge of the city,
as far as the layout goes, not really. No, you just have the directions you got from Lady Drelden to the Wharf 94.
Dance club.
All right. Let's start making our way. So it's me, and then Jen. What are you doing? Are you with us too?
Well, and so Bolin seems to be acting erratically.
Yeah.
And so I assume
a shock.
that he left some of his stuff. So I'm going to gather up what I can, and in an attempt to maybe mend things, I'll have his stuff to give back to him at some future point.
Beautiful.
So since Groggle has the girl, I'll just gather up everything I can.
The remaining stuff you kind of throw together in a pouch, your sack, and carry it, swing it over your shoulder.
What's it called? Explorer pack.
There you go. Stuff your explorer pack full of bowl and stuff and other odd random items.
And I didn't have to pay for breakfast, so we should leave.
Yeah.
So you guys begin to make your way. I'm assuming you're going to make your way down the central staircase there, these white stairs. And go ahead, Niv and Bolin, you were there first, and Caroline. Now give me a perception check. You guys who were at the stairs first.
19.
14.
I got a 9.
Okay, Niv, you do notice that on both sides, about 900,000 feet away, there are 2 pairs of guards that are beginning to make their way over to this inn as you guys hit these stairs and begin to walk down them, and they'll be there probably within a couple minutes. The stairs, they take you directly down various levels of the city. Is there anything you want to do before you begin to head down these stairs?
We passed the
They're-
guards.
The guards are on their way over. They'll be over probably in about 2 minutes or so on the same level.
Can they see us, or are they too far away? Like
they're too far away at this point. They're just heading directly towards the area of the commotion.
How far away are Niv and Bolin to us, man?
They're only about 25, 30 feet ahead of you.
Okay, can I message Bolin? Who's first? Who's ahead?
I am.
Niv and then Bolin and then Caroline.
Started first, yeah.
But Bolin is running though. He just started sprinting away, right?
Yeah, he took off. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna message Bolin, and tell him stop. I have a plan. As he's running away, I'm gonna just stop, Bolin. I have a plan.
Yeah, no.
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 Are you just running
I'm
down
just-
the stairs
I'm-
towards the guards?
Yep, I'm running towards the wharf, like beeline.
Yeah. So the guards are coming on the same level that you guys are at, and Bolin is now heading down the stairs to the different levels, the lower levels.
Well, have I caught up to him yet? I mean, I actually want to physically grab him and just stop him, and if that's possible. Or we're climbing down stairs and things, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say Caroline, you're able to get close enough to him. Maybe not to grab him because he has a little head start on you, but you're close enough. You can yell or shout at him or say something if you'd like.
Say, Bolin, what's going on? Explain this. I need to know what's going on.
You don't understand. He's here. We need to go now. He's here.
Who's here?
Run.
Jesus. Okay.
And I'm going.
All right. Okay.
Do we hear him
I
say
follow him.
he's here, run, blah blah blah?
Yeah, he shouts that, and you guys can
Yeah.
hear it. You're within range.
All right, let's run. And where? Okay, so Matt, one more question.
Yep.
So we're going down these stairs that kind of lead to the wharf, right?
Yep.
And the guards are on our level. Which
Yes.
way? If we're going straight, which way are the guards from us?
The guards are both to the left and to the right. They're wrapping their way around this sort of U-shaped structure on the same level.
Okay, all right, on the same level.
Yeah. And you, I mean,
right.
yes, you make your way down these stairs. I mean, you follow a similar path that you followed when you came to the Spitfire Inn. You go slightly up at first, and then you go down and down again, slightly to the left, slightly to the right, left again, right, until you join the more central part of the staircase, leading directly down to the entrance of the wharf. You get there eventually after passing about 9 or 10 levels of the city.
Jeez.
Running past all these different shops, and apparently, you obviously don't have time to stop and look at them. You are in a hurry to get to the wharfs, go
I
ahead.
was gonna
Trey.
say the streets are, because it's pretty early. The streets are mostly deserted.
Yeah, I mean the inns. There's people around them. The shops are not open at this point. No, so there's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of people there at this point. No.
All right.
And upon hitting the sea level, you see that the wide stairs end at this broad white gate at the start of a brilliantly white stone bridge that goes arches across the water to a central island in the middle of the harbor, out of which shoots what looks like hundreds of wharfs, like shoots extending from the trunks of a tree. And there's a great deal of movement across the bridge here. It's early in the morning, but there's a lot of activity, a lot of movement. You're able to blend in with the crowds as there's carts being pulled full of supplies across this bridge. Sailors heading to their ships. You've got other sailors fresh off the boat that are heading back to their housing on land. You've got passengers carrying bags to passenger ships. There's just a ton of activity here already in the morning. And standing there at the gate, there's several guards scanning the crowd now for anything that might look suspicious and out of the ordinary as you make your way through these gates and into the wharf area, the wharf island. And you're approaching now the gates, and the guards are beginning to scan, and they begin to catch sight of you among other people. There's about 40, 50, 60 people around you at this point. What do you want to do as you enter the gate?
Okay, hold on.
So
here.
are we
I wanna see how
all
much-
back together? Are we all grouped up now?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, Bolin seems to have taken off a bit by himself. He's leading the charge. You guys are more or less running behind him.
And there are. I was gonna say there's a bunch of people waiting to get into the wharfs in front of us.
Yeah, there's a constant flow of people through this gate. So it's not a closed gate. There's just an archway, and there's people coming in and out, and the guards are just there kind of scanning the crowds for anything that looks kind of strange and unusual.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get up to the front. I'm gonna make sure I have my my signet ring on, and then just putting on a air of superiority, and just I don't even acknowledge the guards.
Okay.
I just kind of keep walking, follow the crowd.
Give me a deception check. The rest of you are behind him.
Well,
yeah, because he said he made himself.
Huh?
Went up front. He said.
Yeah. Do I have to? Is it do I have to talk to the guards to get into the wharf?
No, you don't have to. You just walk
I'm just
to the wharf,
going straight to 94.
Okay. Yep. If they see something strange, they'll stop you.
I want to walk up to the guards.
Okay, Niv, you make your way around to the guards who are scanning around.
I want to be amicable and friendly, and small chat about how busy it is and the weather, and can I get directions to Wharf 93?
Yes. Keep on heading in here to the central square. You'll see different pillars. They're marked. Follow the pillar that has your numbers. And actually, Niv, as you're talking to these guys, you create something of a nice diversion. They don't actually notice Bolin as the look on Bolin's face of worry as he passes through. Bolin, you slide through the gate just fine. The rest of you seem to slide through the gate. Baron, you just make your way, no problem, through. Baron Bamblewood the third.
Yeah. Duke, Baron, von Bramblewood the third.
I want to be small talk, almost to the point of annoyance.
And they are slightly annoyed after a while. They're like, they're like, oh, come on, we got a job to do here. Keep on going. And strangely enough, Groggle also is able, while you're doing this, you're able to small chat them up so much that he's able to actually pass through with the tiefling on his shoulder, almost looking as if like a sack. She's got this long white robe that's around her. Her head is behind him, and he's got her legs around his arms, almost because he's carrying a sack of flour or other supplies. So he passes right on through as Niv as you chat up these guys. Nicely done.
I didn't even have to roll for that.
Yeah.
Eventually, this bridge empties into a central square on the little harbor island that's full of life. And there's sellers who've set up tents. They're busy selling supplies, food, and other curious items. And around the periphery of the cobblestone square, on numerous pillars, you see that are erected there. You see are carved various numbers, 1 through 10 on one, for example, 11 to 20 on another, 21 to 30 on a third, 31 to 40, and yet another, and so forth, all the way up to 191 to 200. These different pillars around the area, and behind each pillar there seems to be a small path leading outwards more towards the area of the water. Sellers are shouting out all sorts of things. There's tents all around you, a lot of life here, people selling their goods and dumping them from their ships. What would you like to do in the square?
I thought someone was coming. Don't we need to get on the damn boat?
You go to 93.
Niv, did you get you got directions to Wharf 93?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it really comes down to what is Bolin doing. Bolin's kind of the one.
Where's Bolin going?
I mean, if he's
going to 94, I'm assuming I can see these pillars, and I'm just going to 94.
Okay. So yeah, I'm following him.
Yeah, you guys push your way through the central square, and eventually you come to a path that's quite broad, but it's still less beaten than the one you came in on here. And all around you see jutting into the sky mass of innumerable ships. There's a clamor that you've never heard before that makes it difficult to even hear one another. As cranes are swung back and forth and creaking, loading, unloading ships with goods and supplies. And after a few hundred feet, you eventually come to a set of 10 wharfs, each of which is labeled 91 to 100. And in the spot of 94 stands a stunning ship of rich brown wood with a clean deck that has been newly painted in lighter colors of beige. And across the hull, in ornate lettering, is the painted name, Arif Spitfire, which is perhaps the finest ship in Lady Drelden's fleet.
Is this why you bought that toy ship.
Playmobil?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm still kind of trying to keep up to the front. What's Bolin? What are you doing?
I'm so at this point I'm just kind of hysterical, and I'm running to, once I get to 94, I'm just going to yell out, "Where's Captain Gruloth?"
Trognold.
Gruloth Trognold.
Gruloth
Trognold. Yep, exactly.
Trognold, where's Trognold?
And Bolin, as you come running up, the rest of you see Bolin taking off towards Wharf 94. And the rest of you notice, and Bolin is hysterical, as he says. He doesn't quite perceive what's around him. But you notice that there's this ship is being loaded with crate after crate of goods in preparation for a long journey. And it looks as if Ildrox has been good on his word, and that he has been able to arrange passage for you. The ship is ready to sail. It is almost fully stocked, ready to go. And on the deck, you see in particular one figure that stands out, a rather plump individual dressed in a rather ornate purple vest, purple pants with a brilliant mustard-colored shirt that bursts out of the vest. His hair is long and gray and hangs down around his rotund face. And alongside him stands a far rougher-looking individual holding a book of sorts that looks to be the ship's log. And Bolin, as he comes running in here, begins to shout out the name of Captain Trognold. And immediately, these two figures stop what they're doing and turn and look directly at Bolin as Bolin runs out onto the deck. And you see the man in the purple turn to Bolin. Bolin, you're now within 20 feet as you run out on the deck. And he looks at you and he says, yes, I'm Captain Gorlag. Who are you?
Are you drunk right now?
You look over at the what appears to be the first mate holding the ship's log, and he's just kind of looking at you like a little embarrassed. He doesn't quite know what to say. Just kind of goes like this to you.
What the hell is going on?
Who the hell are you?
We need to leave now. We need to go now. Get the crew ready. We're leaving right now.
Who are you?
Right now. I've been sent from Lady Dreldon. We do not have time for this crap. We're leaving now.
And at this point, he sees the rest of you begin to follow Bolin, and he kind of puts two and two together, and he notices the crowd, and he looks down at you, Bolin, and says, "Of course, Lady Dreldon has sent word about you, and with strict orders, they were to leave when you come here, give you passage."
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
You've never actually been drunk, have you?
This is fantasy drunk.
Duh.
And he also says, and I've been told you have a very seasoned guide with you who's going to be able to help us with the course.
It's pretty good, though. I think that's Jen, isn't it?
Okay. I look at him and I cast Lesser Restoration, which cures poison.
Okay.
Wait, is alcohol poison?
Depends how much he's had.
Does it straighten him out?
As you cast it, actually, you see him. He just continues to sway a little bit. Give me the details of the spell. It just
touch
poison.
creature, the one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay, so you have to actually climb up on the deck of the ship at this point. If you want to touch him, right?
Yeah, I need to touch him. Yeah.
Okay, so you come climbing up on the deck of the ship and you lay your hand on his arm, and he continues to sway. It doesn't seem to have actually any effect on him. And hold on a second, I need to roll a d20 here. He looks at you for a second, and he says, "Who the hell are you?" And he looks down at the others coming up, and he says, "Who are they?" And the first mate kind of looks at you, and he just kind of pulls you aside. He says, "Come here for a second, please." Pulls you aside. Listen, the captain has a bit difficult with his memory, so if you could just go along with him, I'll try to walk you through this, and we'll take care of this together.
What?
And the first mate goes back and he says, "Yes, Captain. These were the individuals that were sent to us from Lady Drelden. They're going to be going with us on our journey." Oh yes, of course. Sallyward, see to their needs. Take care of them. I'm gonna go back down to my quarters. We'll be shoving off within the hour, so you get them whatever they need. Final preparation. All right. I'll see you in a few minutes. And you see him walking back to his quarters, and you're left there, standing there with the first mate, Sallyward.
Sallyward?
Sallyward.
Was it
Is that
Sally
your name?
Ward?
Sallyward, yeah. That's what the captain called him, at least.
Sallyward.
You can see that Sallyward, I mean, he himself is a bit of a goofy-looking character. He's human. But has a rough mercenary look to him. But there's a bit of a glimmer in his eyes, right? He seems rather awkward, almost comical in how he carries himself, like a sailor who's never really gotten his land legs, or like a landlubber who's never quite gotten his sailing legs. He just doesn't quite seem to fit in here. He's 40-ish years old, long black hair, pulled up in a bun on the back of his head. He's missing his front teeth in the middle. Smells of brine and rotten fish.
Is there a crow's nest in this ship?
There is indeed a crow's nest, yeah.
All right. I'll just tell Sally, listen, Sally,
Yeah.
we need to go as soon as possible. Someone is after us. Someone with powers far beyond any person you've met. I'm going to be in the crow's nest as soon as we're ready. You leave and we ship off.
Okay, we're looking at perhaps another hour, but I can try to speed things up here.
Insight check.
Insight
check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, are we approaching as well?
You guys are now you're
19.
at the end of the gangplank. You haven't entered
23 insight check.
Something is off with Sallyward. He doesn't seem like he fits in here. There's something strange about him.
Because how far apart are the wharfs or the boats?
I mean, the boats are pretty much right on top of each other. So there's a little wharf between each one, and then you see the next boat over in 95 and 96 and 97 and so forth.
So it's just kind of like a standard dock, like a boat and then a little dock going out, boat, a dock.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything in Wharf 93?
There is another boat in Wharf 93, actually.
Because I want to go on to Wharf 93 and be seen.
Okay.
On Wharf 93.
Okay. As you begin to walk over there, and actually, Bolin, are you climbing up into the crow's nest at this point?
Yeah. So when I get this like strange thing from him, I will cast create or destroy water on top of him.
On top of Sallyward.
Yeah. And I'm just going to make it rain on top of him for as long as it lasts. And I will.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get right up to him and I'll say, I will sink this ship to the fucking ground if you do not leave in the next 15 minutes.
Where am I during this, Matt?
You are still on the dock.
Yeah, we're on the king.
Give me on the wharf. Give me a intimidation check with advantage.
Heavy stuff on it.
Intimidation?
Yep.
Ooh, that is a 16.
16. He takes a step back, and as the sky opens up and he gets rained upon, he notices immediately some magical presence here. And he looks at you, Bull, and says, 20 minutes. I can do it. We're out of here.
I turn around and I go up to the crow's nest.
Okay, he immediately begins to shout out to the crew, and they begin to work away. Give me, Bolin, a perception check, and also Niv, a perception check, as you walk over to Wharf 93.
18.
9.
9, okay. Bolin, as you crawl up into the the wharf's nest, the crow's nest, you immediately notice that next to you, in Wharf 93, is another ship, similar to the one that you're on. Not as beautiful, not as in good of shape, but similar in structure, made for long hauls. And you see there's a lot of activity going on that ship. It's being unloaded, loaded and unloaded. And despite this general buzz, you notice that there's still this sort of reddish glow coming from the ship, and painted onto the side of it, you see the name Vidorak's Glory in intimidating, sickly green letters on both the port side and starboard side. Niv, as you make your way around, you see the same thing at this point. And both inside and outside of the ship, you see a handful of large sailors. Niv, you don't immediately notice what kind of sailors they are, but Bolin, you notice immediately. These are orc sailors, working frantically and almost nervously. There's a single ornately dressed orc standing near the guardrail where the gangplank meets the ship, and he is intense, almost angry, in conversation with a second orc. The rest of you are now on the wharf at the gangplank, and you are at the point of entering the ship. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming I'm in front. I'm gonna just call out permission to come aboard.
And Sally Ward waves you on, yes, and looking a bit strange at you, dressed in your ornate clothing and your Duke outfit. He's taken aback. He wasn't really informed that they were going to have royalty with them on this trip, but he bows to you sort of deferentially as you enter the ship.
And I start walking, and I just kind of give him a nice, polite nod, and walk up to, I guess, where I'm assuming there's like a way to go down to like the quarters or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of stand there and wait for him to come to me.
Okay. He comes over to you and says, "Yes, may I help you with your accommodations at this point?"
Well, first, thank you for taking us on our journey, and would you please show me and my friends here to our rooms?
Would it be acceptable if I had the bows and take you down? I've got some. If we're going to be leaving in 20 minutes, I need to get things together. Can I have the bows and show you down?
That will be fine.
He whistles over this younger looking boy who comes over and says, "Okay, follow me down. I'll take you down to your spaces." And he brings you downstairs and shows you to your accommodations. You all have not individual cabins, but you'll be 2 each cabin. Fairly luxurious, actually.
All right, perfect. I'm going to. So we made a deal. Like, God, it's been so long. We made a deal. We got the provisions we need for the entire journey, on land and everything. Right? We got all that. That should be loading.
As you make your way downstairs, you do notice that this ship is fully stocked. There are crates full of everything you're going to need, rations for 3 weeks. You can see all the rations there. And as you actually enter your room, you find that there's a package wrapped up in burlap with rope around it, and has each of your names painted on it, that is sitting in the rooms. And apparently looks like some sort of clothing items that you'll be needing for your journey.
Perfect. And do we see Niv go off to the other ship?
You do, Niv. Yeah, Niv walks over there.
So we saw him go off. Okay.
So is there like not the shops, but it's all orcs, including on the wharf itself, or?
Yes, the whole wharf is entirely covered with orcs at this point. They are also readying their ship to take off. But there's a strange sense of unease there. You're picking up. There's a frantic sense almost, and the captain seems to be shouting out orders in a very angry way.
Do Do any of them speak common? Can I make annoying small talk with them again?
They're all speaking Orcish at this point. If you want to walk up to them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. They walk up to you and look confused, and the captain looks down at you and shouts back something at you in Orcish, and gestures for you to get off the wharf. Obviously, not wanting you there.
Yeah, I want to try and just act like a confused, kind of lost guy who's just annoying, asking where they're going, what's the weather like, how long they've been here. Stupid, annoying small talk.
If you didn't understand Orcish, get off of our wharf, he says to you back, in common this time.
And then, I'm not going to be scared, but again, it's hard to explain what I'm going for, but just a completely harmless, annoying person who's, asking dumb questions just because they have nothing else to do with their time, sort of guy.
What do you want from us? We could use a little bit of dinner. You're looking a little nice and rounder on the middle section.
Well, no, you don't want to eat me. There's nothing here, but I could go find something for you guys. There's lots of great places to eat in this town. I'm going to start talking about just random make-believe restaurants. Giving him a little tour guide sort of thing.
He's getting extremely irritated with you, and he looks over at one of his crew members and says something in Orcish. And the crew member begins to make his way down to the gangplank, coming down right in front of you, pulls out a blade and says, "If you didn't understand, you need to leave now."
Okay. At that point, again, I'm not going to be scared, but I take your. I get it now. Okay, come back again whenever you guys feel like it.
You don't understand. You don't understand any Orcish at all. You don't speak Orcish, Niv. No.
But they were speaking common, right?
No,
I don't.
common, yeah.
I don't.
No, okay.
I don't.
Okay. So you have no idea what they're talking about on the ship, no?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna toddle around. Like I said, I want to be seen on 93.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, they definitely have seen you, and they definitely have noticed you. And yeah, the people around the wharf definitely noticed this crazy guy.
Including, I was hoping I could get on the boat, but that's probably not going to happen.
The captain, though, however, has seen you, and the first mate as well.
Yeah, I was
all
hoping.
the crew.
I guess just what I was hoping to do was get people at the island to think that I went to 93 and didn't see me go to 94, kind of thing.
I mean, there's some
trying to cover our tracks in case.
There's some activity actually on the wharf. I mean, people are walking along between these wharf 91 to 100. So I mean, there's definitely some activity there. People passing by, they do notice you because you are the only non-orc in this orc ship area. So you definitely stick out.
So is there a way then I can get back to 94 without being seen?
Yeah, just jump in the water like bowling.
Well, I was thinking more. You said that the boats are pretty close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that I can kind of duck behind a box or something and cast Misty Step over to 94 in a hidden area?
Ooh, I like
also?
that. Give me a stealth check. Yeah.
Good one.
Give me a stealth check. I like that. Yeah.
Crafty.
19.
So you were absolutely able to slide behind some crates and barrels as the orcs go back to working.
Misty Step has a range of 30 feet.
Okay. Yep.
That's
absolutely. That should be enough to get you across back to the other wharf without a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So like I said, I wanted people to see me go to 93 and not necessarily go to 94.
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
The kid, who was it that brought us down to the
bosun, the kid in charge
bosun.
of the ropes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is he like, well, is he taller? Is he like a young kid or?
Yeah, he looks like he's about 16.
Okay, is he like is he taller than me then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. I was just if there's like a little, what do they call him, the cabin boy or whatever? I just want to take in their features, so if I ever need to cast disguise self.
Sure. Yep.
I want to
Cabin Boy is such an underrated movie.
Cabin Boy.
With Chris Elliott?
I was gonna say with that. Yeah. All right.
So Bolin, you're headed up to the crow's nest. That's where you're going, or you're there already?
Yep.
Perched up there already. Yep.
Okay, so I mean, well, everybody else is headed down. I want to grab Bolin again and say, look, explain to me what's going on.
And stink now.
Do you wait? Do you stop me from going up to the crow's nest?
Yeah, before you can start climbing up there, I want to grab you and I need to. What is going on? My amulet is glowing or was, and now this what? And you're freaking me out.
When we get on the water, I'll tell you everything. But we need to go right now.
Did anybody kill Jen yet?
I need to be on the lookout.
Jen is still alive.
What do you look out for? Just and
Aldra is here. Aldra is here.
Who is Aldra?
And I kick him and I climb up to the crow's nest.
Okay.
All right, I'll go down to the cabins and I'm like,
All right, and I'll just I'll ask Groggle to lay the girl, the tiefling, on the other bed. You said there was 2 beds per cabin?
Yep.
I'll ask him to lay her down on my cabin, on the other bed in my cabin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Groggle. I want to go to Groggle here. What are you doing, Groggle? I'm curious because you've made your way to the wharf. You haven't actually entered the ship at this point. You're carrying the tiefling.
Oh,
what are you
did you
doing,
not get on the ship
Groggle?
with us?
No, I was about to say.
Not yet.
Okay, do I get to play my turn for once?
All right, fine.
How deep's the water?
I mean, it looks like it's pretty deep here. I mean, these are massive ships.
The tiefling is almost dead.
I mean, she's in this sort of strange comatose state.
I throw her in the water, overboard.
Okay. Groggle, you throw her into the water as you get to the ship, and there's this small splash. She's not that heavy, but she doesn't sink. She floats on top of the water, and her white outfit begins to spread out, and she becomes like, it looks like this, almost like this massive water lily. As she's sitting on top of the water, she begins to float around the front of the boat because there's a slight tide, coming actually dangerously close to Wharf 93. Bolin, you see from the crow's nest the girl floating in the water, coming around.
I pull up my crossbow.
Okay.
And I shoot.
Give me a shot.
Yeah, hold on.
I do gotta say that if
pooping for the 8th time today.
If he wouldn't have followed us, I don't think I would have left the tiefling girl just with him.
Too late.
Well, we can say Trego, as you see him toss her into the water, what do you want to do?
How far away from Groggle am I?
I mean,
well, you talked to Air and told me to put.
You went up into the ship.
Well, I thought you were
went down
because you never said that. I stayed on the whatever.
Pause. Reverse. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Before you go down to the rooms. Yeah.
Not fair. He doesn't get a replay. I want to kill her. That's your Aldra. That's your Aldra. I take a shot.
Okay, give me a d20.
$17.
17. Hit. The arrow lodges into her back as she's floating in this water. And suddenly the beautiful white dress becomes completely saturated with red. And the water surface also becomes red as the reddish blood moves over and begins to wrap around the reddish ship next to you.
Release the Kraken.
Which is the orc ship in 93. And now suddenly The orcs on top of the ship look down at this and see the red blood on the water. And the captain immediately shouts out something in Orcish. And Groggle, you can pick this up because you know Orc. He shouts out, "There she is." And immediately, the crew on the ship begins to empty out, and they begin to run over to ship 94 and begin to pour into the ship as several of them jump into the water to retrieve Helianthus. And that is where we are going to go ahead and take a look at how it looks for tonight. Give me a couple seconds. We're going to set this up. Let's take a 3-minute break, and then we're going to go ahead and roll some initiative. I want to see what you guys think of this.
Oh, God, it's Groggle's wet dream.
Okay. Here is your ship that you are getting onto.
Oh, I thought our ship was the little one. And that's ship 93.
This is your ship over here. You guys have this big bad boy right here. Beautiful ship. Now, here's what's going on. Here's the situation. The orcs have been running over here. Two of them jumped into the water now to retrieve Helianthus, which Groggle threw in there. We're going to have to put the rest of you out there now. Groggle, I'm assuming that you are fairly close. We'll put you right there. Close to the gangplank. The rest of you now, where are you? Point out your positions here.
Chad appears to be in the bathroom. Mike is
I'm Misty stepped, so wherever you want to put me based on that.
Okay, I will put you. I'll put you closer to the gangplank. Right there.
I mean, I'm in the crow's nest still.
We're on your way. And then where is the crow's nest? Which one?
So I guess that was I wanted to be hidden also wherever I appeared on the other Wharf 94. So if that helps anything.
Yeah, we can put you behind.
You don't
behind some of the crates there.
You don't get to go back and change. You never said you were hidden.
Yeah, I stealthed.
He did Misty Step.
Stealth to get back over there.
Yeah. Caroline, where do you want to be at this point?
Somehow I've lost the. Okay, so Bolin's on his way to, or is at the crow's nest.
You were stopping him on his way to the crow's nest.
So I'm gonna be right near the
crow's nest.
Yeah, near one of the masts.
I can't see
All right, we'll throw you at the base of the crow's nest there.
Where's Stubby?
Yes, Jen, where are you at this moment?
So I was thinking, since I am an experienced sailor, once I would have heard Bolin carrying on, I would have just lent a hand. So you'd maybe have an idea, where would I be? Like securing some ropes somewhere?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to throw you up here in front.
Sure.
With some of working with some of the rope work, helping out the bosuns, getting the ropes all worked up and ready to go as you prepare for your ship ride. Yeah, perfect.
Hey guys, I can't see the ship anymore. I've lost that screen. I don't know where it went.
Oh, really?
You all can still see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
If you change your view to a large grid,
yeah,
I can see everyone.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's so small.
And Trago, where are you now in this situation, Trago?
I mean, we kind of had a little weird. So is that in the center there?
We did promise Groggle that he could react though, so that was my bad. I should have done that sooner.
Where did we go down? Where would we have gone down to our cabins? Is it right in the middle there, or is it towards the back?
Right in the middle there.
Where's Eric? Where's Groggle?
Groggle is right down here.
Yeah, he ran down there.
Yeah.
How about put me right up? I'll say that I'm on the ship, and I was trying to convince him while I was on the ship and yelling maybe across the gangplank.
Okay.
So I guess I'll be on the ship. I guess, does that sound fair?
That sounds good. We'll throw you right up there on that
Matt,
crate there.
I'd like to find a +10 magic sword on the gangplank here. Can I do that?
Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so there's a situation, guys. And as these orcs come running over now, as the most of you went up into the ship preparing to leave, Groggle stands behind, and is just to follow you up, and he throws Helianthus into the water. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Let's roll it out, guys.
Matt, which side is the Dock 93? Is that on?
Dock 93 is back this direction. Yeah, so they're all running down this way here and coming over onto the dock.
And those are all orcs, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them?
You got 1,
Two in the
2,
water.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them, and 2 in the water.
So 13.
So you've got
Holy
You've got
crap.
pretty much the whole crew there coming out.
Fireball!
Just look at my background. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
And I'll let you guys know that there's these two right here, this guy right here and this guy right here. You have the captain and the first mate who are talking. So they're in the center of the group here. They've got some people in front of them, behind them. 2 of the crew members jumped into the water with Helianthus.
Okay, guys, hold on one second. I need to. There's something going on with my Skype. I need to drop out, and I'll come back in just 1 second.
Okay. What'd you get for your roll there, Caroline? I can set up
19.
initiative here. 19. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Right back.
Okay,
all right,
Boomer.
let me check.
20
to 25. Who's got 20 to 25? Nobody. The orcs rolled a 20, so the orcs are going first.
Oh my god.
All 13 of them.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
we,
totally
roll
got a 21.
individually?
Yeah.
No, I rolled all the orcs, and then I rolled individually for the captain and the first mate. So all the orcs are going first. 15 to 20.
I have 19.
19 for Caroline, that's right. Captain has an 18. Okay. 10 to 15.
I got a
12.
13
for
for Groggle and 12 for Niv. 5 to 10.
9.
9. And you have a higher dex, I'm guessing, Bolin. So we'll have Bolin go next, and then it's the first mate. And then we have Trago for a 7.
Well, it's been a great campaign, guys.
Oh, I'm 8.
Jen
Yeah.
is at 8, so he's ahead of Trago. Okay.
Apparently, Sundays of this summer, I'm free.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do some combat here. We're going to start out with the orcs. The orcs are going to run down here. The ones that saw you first throw Groggle, throw Helianthus into the water. They're going to run and surround you. Let me see if I can get 4 in there.
No, that's all the orcs but the captain and first mate.
I don't think they all can get to you, though, can they?
No, we only get
Yeah.
we can only get 2 of them actually up into base contact with you. So we're gonna actually have those 2 first go ahead and attack you, Groggle. And we've got a let's see, a 9 and a 12. I'm guessing both those miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The other guys are going to move up here. We're going to move him behind him. They're just going to pour down this plank here. Captain is also going to come here. They don't have any ranged weapons, actually, so they are just all handheld weapons. They got to get in handheld contact with you guys. They're just going to
beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh,
pouring down here onto the ship. These 2 now in the water. I'm gonna say they're in difficult terrain, so that they're not going to be able to move their full movement. They can move 15 feet though. One of them is able to actually get out of the water with Helianthus. He picks her up, throws her on his shoulder, starts to head back to Wharf 93. The other guy is still in the water. That's the end of the orc turn. Caroline, you are up.
Okay, so I'm trying to. Am I? I'm sorry. Am I in the? I'm next to the mast. That's where I'm standing.
Yeah, you're right up here.
Okay, and there are orcs. There aren't any coming up the gangway, anything like that, right?
Nope, they are just up to Groggle at this point.
that's as far as they're gonna get.
Groggle versus.
God, I I don't. They're not coming out of the ship. I mean, I'll move up closer to the bow so I can see things better, and also protect the ship in case any of them try to get on.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Do you want to shoot at them at all? Or are you just gonna hold your position?
Yeah, I'll shoot at them. Sure. Let's see here. 22.
22 is a hit.
And then 21.
Also hit, yes. Are you shooting 2 arrows at the same?
Yep.
Both at Groggle.
Close to Groggle. I mean, you're gonna, down there on the,
This guy right here, probably, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The lead one.
Okay, let's see. So, 6, 13.
13 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy, he almost is knocked off of the wharf. Severely bloodied, but still not entirely knocked out at this point. But yes, a huge amount of damage on him. Good. The captain's turn. The captain, I already moved the captain up already. His turn is over. I moved him up with the rest of them, and the first mate as well. So Groggle, we'll go to your turn. You're up.
Show me on the map what 15 feet cube looks like, and how many I can get.
Cube. That'll get
Where
you
I'm in.
Around here. So there are 4 guys within that cube at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So that is a Constitution saving throw for each of those guys.
That's pretty high, though.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. For the first guy, passed. Second guy, passed the 19. Third guy, natural 1, fails. And the fourth guy fails.
Okay, so it's
First 2
2
pass,
and 2.
next 2 fail.
So 2d8, half damage for the guys that passed.
Yes, 2 in the front passed.
So,
2d8, well.
Doesn't that also do like a pushback or something?
yep, 10 feet they get pushed back, which may mean water. So that's 10 damage for the guys that failed, and
Okay.
5 for the guys that passed.
Okay,
And they get
so
pushed back. The 2 that failed get pushed back 10 feet.
this guy, he is knocked with his blast into the water, and he begins now to sink into the water. That was enough damage to knock him out. This guy, however, is severely damaged, but he falls back, and he's now swimming in the water. The other 2 guys who passed, they are also. Did they get pushed back 10 feet?
No.
They don't.
No.
They just take half damage.
Right.
Okay.
So are they still? Is everyone still within 15 feet?
They are. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use Action Surge and cast it again.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Right. Well,
All right.
Saving throws.
Well.
Matt, you got to do saving throws.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Sorry. First one fails with a 6. The next one fails with a 6, and the third one fails with a 4. So all 3 fail.
Nice.
That is 11 damage.
So this second surge comes, this blast comes across, and this guy who's struggling in the water is blasted also down. He falls. These 2 guys fall back from the second amount of damage, dead into this boat. The bodies are piled up there at this point. So you have now killed 4 guys on that turn.
Finally pulling his weight.
Niv, you are up, Niv.
Come on, boys.
So now everyone's really far away from me, right?
Yeah, they are. Well, yeah, they're. Let's see here. You're looking at. Yeah, they're about 50 feet away, but you can get moved closer to them if you want.
Fuck that. I'm going up the gangplank.
Taking off up the gangplank? You want to run all the way up there and get all the way up to the top?
Yeah, how long is it?
The gangplank is about 25 feet.
Beer time.
So you could actually get all the way up if you want and then take an action.
Was I able to see Groggle throw that chick in the water?
Yes, you did see her do that.
Do I care about her? Not really. She weirds me out. So I'm just going to go. Who is that to the left of the gangplank along the rail there?
Up here, you mean? You got Caroline. You got Trago here. Groggle's down here. Boland's up in the top there.
Yeah, so I'll just go up the gangplank and stand next to Trago.
Okay. Perfect. Boland, you are up. I don't know if you can't quite see yourself. I can raise it up a little bit.
No, it's fine.
You're up on top of the crow's nest.
How far are we from the other ship?
The other ship is you can't see it on this map, but it's on the other side of this wharf over here. So it's about 30 feet to the other ship.
Okay.
It's just off the black part there.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball on the deck of the other ship.
Nice.
And set their other ship on fire.
Nice.
Is there any part of the ship that looks like it might contain explosives?
Give me a
Like
quick check.
Yeah, if I look 16 plus 8, 24 perception.
Wow.
You do notice that there are gun ports on the tween deck. They're gun port deck, and you can't see through them. The doors or the gates are down, but you're assuming there's some sort of cannons down there. Which, assuming there would be gunpowder if there are cannons in there.
I'll focus my fireball at that area to try and.
Perfect. The background on your picture is so perfect for this. Right? Okay. Let's do it.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's on the ship, but I mean, it's 8d6. 1, 2, 3.
Wait,
They're just orcs.
Who's?
Just turn
Don't
Trago
we have a
into
couple pieces
fire
of?
elemental.
Yeah, don't we have a couple things of dynamite still? I thought we have like 2 left.
You do. That you got on the on those carts that went across the chasm.
So
They got written down. I think we have 2 left.
21 points of damage total.
21 points of damage.
Okay,
21 points of fire damage. So as you cast this down, you immediately see that the gun ports blast open.
Okay.
The fire begins now to burn on the ship, entering the tween deck where the gun ports are. The ship is on fire, and it's going. And immediately when that happens, you see now a group of orc sailors that were still on the ship. Not everyone abandoned the ship at this point. There's still a group of sailors who begin now furiously running on the top of the deck, trying to get as much water as they possibly can to put this thing out. Some of them heading down into the deck. I'm going to go ahead and roll something here real quick.
If that ship explodes, we're 30 feet away.
You guys are 30 feet away?
Oh,
Rutroll.
boy. Right, yeah, Rutroll is right. Guess I know what I'm doing.
All right. First mate has already made his turn. I moved him up into the order there. So that brings us over to Dzien.
I don't want to get like too meta here, but I'm wondering what happens if we don't save the girl.
You don't need to save the girl.
That's the point of the game.
That's like I'm trying to think. Would they have even known each other or interacted at some point? Like, do I know who this girl is?
You have no idea who she is.
We were both prisoners, but we were.
You never met her. For all you know, you were drugged, you passed out, and when you woke up, you were being rescued by these people, and this girl was next to you. You've never seen her before in your life.
Most appropriate air quotes ever. Rescued.
Yeah, rescued, because now you're standing on a ship 30 feet away from a cake of dynamite. Great rescue, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we happened to set fire to the Dynamite Consortium's boat headed to sell dynamite to.
That Groggle.
Oh shit! I hope not.
Look, I'm trying to find a reason to jump in after her, and I can't find one.
Don't do it.
What's
then.
So
what's your alignment? If you're like a lawful good,
I am a folk hero, actually.
What's your alignment?
are you like lawful good? Are you lawful neutral? Are you evil?
Actually, where is that even? Oh, that's up on the top right.
Top.
Yeah.
At the top.
It's a personality trait. If someone is in trouble, I'm always ready to help.
Well, I mean, that's
bad.
Although I feel like I can't. I feel like it's beyond me to save her. So I'm going to go and back up Groggle. Since I'm a barbarian, he's a fighter, I'm a fighter. I have 35 movement speed because I think at level 5 I get 10 extra. Because I'm at 25, I'm a dwarf. But I get 10 extra feet if I'm not wearing heavy armor. So I have 35 feet of movement.
Okay.
So if I can get close to Groggle and back him up.
I mean, that'll get you down the bottom of the gangplank. It'll get you down on the space there. Yep.
As you run past, I'm just gonna look at you incredulously and like, well, why are you leaving the ship?
And at this point, the first mate is shouting out orders for the ropes to be pulled in, and you see in their haste, they're not even undoing the ropes; they are cutting them with knives and swords. So the ship is getting ready to sail at this point. They are getting the ship out of here, noticing that they're under attack by this group of orcs. So the ship is getting prepared.
That might change
your ship. Yeah, your ship.
If I feel the ship moving, I probably wouldn't leave the ship.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Can I retcon that?
Well, I mean, as you leave, they begin to cut the ropes, and you see this.
Yeah, let's go with it. So as I leave, it starts to move.
So I mean, your next turn, you can get back in the ship if you need to. Trigo, you are up.
Hold on one second, Chad. Mom's going to drop the blankets on your back step.
Okay.
So she'll be there in 20 minutes.
Cool. How far am I from the front of the ship?
5 feet to the front.
How many?
65.
65?
That's a big ship. She's a real seafaring ship here.
I got 20, so bonus action dash. I can do 50 feet.
Yeah, that'll get you 15 feet from the front of the ship.
Will that put me in sight of the girl and the two orcs in the water?
Yeah, that'll put you within...
They're on shore now.
Yeah.
Well, that'll put you about 40 feet away from them.
Okay, what's the rule here? If I were to throw something, as in a stick of dynamite.
Is that a stick of dynamite? I mean,
yeah.
I'll give you. I would say you could easily throw that 30 feet. Yeah, 40 feet. I think 30 feet would be possible. You're so high up, you'd have enough arc. I'll give you 30 feet for sure. If you give me a good roll on it, I'll have you roll it out. If you give me a good roll, I can give you a few more feet.
So could I run?
Blow it up.
could I do my bonus action dash to get 50 feet, light the dynamite, and throw the stick of dynamite at the two orcs with the girl?
Okay, give me an athletics check. Actually, no. Make it dexterity check.
We're doing
I have been rolling
everything we can to just kill this tiefling.
Well, we either save her or we kill her.
If we can't have her, no one can.
We can't give her up because they want her for some reason.
That's actually a good point.
You said dexterity?
Yeah, give me a dexterity check when you throw this.
Not great. 12.
12. Okay, so you're only able to throw 30 feet, but that will get you within 10 feet. The blast range within 10 feet of them.
I mean, I don't know if the wick would it still blow up if it hits the water?
I mean, the wicks are waterproof, so yeah, they would. I mean, if you hold
our ship,
if you hold it long enough.
Oh. Yeah. I'm not gonna
Why
risk
start
too much.
one ship on fire when you can start two on
I'm
fire?
gonna light it. I'm gonna throw it, and as I'm throwing, as
Oh my god.
as I'm
Flop
throwing it,
ship.
this could
It's
be a
getting worse
disaster.
by the second.
And I can't think of anything else to do to stop them from getting her. As I'm throwing it, or as I'm lighting it, I just like before when I was talking to her in my head, I just said, please, I just say, please forgive me. And I throw it, and I try to hit
wow.
kill them all.
Okay.
That's
So
deep.
it's gonna hit. You're gonna get 30 feet out of that. So hold on a second.
So we.
Dynamite's not that strong.
That's a no.
No.
So on a natural one, does he just drop it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lighting it, he just drops it.
So
Fuse
it's
burns
gonna
his hand
blow up if you hold it long enough. The fuse is gonna go. It will blow up and it'll hit them and the girl,
Mhm.
and it will hit the front of your ship. But it will only hit. It'll only hit the part protruding out here.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
the
need that.
the decorative part. You're not gonna hit the hull at this point, but you will hit the front of your ship. So go ahead and roll me damage. It's 2d10. Is that correct?
I don't remember. I didn't have it written down.
2d10. I think was what we had for that.
Okay. That's 8, that's 12. Hold on here. There's a 10, and there's a 10. Can I use a percentage die, or do I have to do 2d like actual 10s? Here we go.
Take 2 10s. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So they got like tickled a little bit. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay,
Ah.
5 damage is not enough to
Terrible.
knock them out.
A 2 and a 3.
But you do quite amount of damage to the tiefling girl. She is already a bit bloodied from this arrow, and now
Which, by the
takes
way,
a
you
bit
never
more
had
damage.
me roll damage. I rolled 5 on that.
Yeah, 5 damage on her.
I'm
so she
pissing
took
off a god.
Total
Oh, God.
10 damage. And you see also the front of the ship. This decorative piece that sticks out. It's actually, you see it now when you throw your dynamite. It's actually in the likeness of Lady Drelden that's been like hand carved in the front of the ship. And 5 points of damage is actually enough to just blast that thing into splinters. So now you have a stubby front of a ship to go with your stubby dwarf there. And the dwarves feeling this burst of percussive burst, take some damage, pick the girl up though, and begin to try to run away. Takes us to the top of the round.
Can I?
Yep.
Can I yell something?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna yell something to Grog about saving the girl, but there's no way in hell that he's gonna do that. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. To start out the
There's
round,
no point.
the orcs here are going to take off, and they're going to try and actually run as far as they can. They're going to get all the way around to the opposite side here. Actually, not quite as far because they're carrying her. That's going to be a bit of a income. They're going to be a bit burdened by her, so they'll get right about there. The rest of the orcs now are going to be charging in, and we're going to have. They're not going to make it to you, Jen. So we're going to have them just plow into Groggle here. Let me just see the distance.
There's still like 9 of them left, right?
Yeah, I'm only going to get one of the orcs in, and I'll have to do the captain and the first mate. They have a lower initiative. Those are the 2 guys here, these guys. But these guys are able to pour in. We got 1 guy on you, Groggle. He's going to get 1 attack off on you. Natural 20.
Boom.
Gulp.
Ooh, okay. Here
Doesn't
we go,
matter.
Groggle.
He's all right.
Yeah, we had a long
He's
rest.
got that armor on.
Yeah, what does that even do? Did he attune
Doesn't
to
it give him
that?
a +5 to AC or something?
No. A measly point of 6 points of damage. I rolled a 2. So he comes behind you and is able to slash
Tis
you
but
with
a-
6 points of
Tis
damage.
but a scratch.
Caroline, you're up.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna take a couple more shots at whoever's on Groggle.
Represent Groggle? Yep, right here. Go for it.
Just don't hit me, please.
20 and 17.
Hit. Roll damage.
20.
20. So as he strikes down on Groggle, slices him down, suddenly 2 arrows strike into him, spinning him around. He falls face first into the water, also now sinking down to the bottom of the harbor.
Very satisfying.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
The captain's turn now. The captain is going to charge in at this point, and he's going to get up to you, Groggle, as well. And he's now obviously a lot stronger, a lot more proficient at combat. And he's going to go ahead and take a strike at you with the spear that he is holding. Natural 1.
Stabbed himself.
Okay, Captain shouts out in frustration as he shoves his spear at you, but you're able to just evade him as if he's hitting you super slowly. Groggle, you're up.
All right. So
Groggle's gonna take.
Are
on
you
all
still
these guys.
taking a dump?
maybe.
I swear to God, if we hear a toilet flush.
Groggle single-handedly kills 11 orcs while he's on the toilet.
Yeah,
That's
anytime Groggle takes
There
a
you
dump,
go.
we get in fucking trouble. No more taking shits and wafting it.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got the captain. No, he killed the captain, didn't he? No.
You got
no,
the
he's
captain
there.
who's right on you now. The captain of the ship is on you,
So
in combat with you.
Nice.
I've got one more thunder wave I can use. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Affecting 15 foot.
Yep.
Yeah, once again, you'll get 3 of them here.
Con saves.
What did I need?
Con save.
What's your DC there? Probably 14, is that right?
Spell save DC.
Yep.
Ooh. Orc fighters shouldn't be wizards. It's
Yeah.
9.
9, okay. The captain passes, the guy in the middle fails with a natural 1, and the guy behind him passes.
Okay, so half damage for 11 points of damage for the guy that failed, and then I don't know if you round up or down.
You round down, yep. So, 5 points of damage to the rest of them. Okay, perfect.
And they're knocked back, except for the captain. Or the one
this
guy is.
guy's knocked back 10 feet, putting him into the boat here. Captain is takes some damage there as well. Yes.
And let me see if I got anything else I can do. Nope, that's it.
Right. Niv, you are
Oh,
up.
wait. I get an extra attack every time.
Do you get that for level 5?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
might.
take.
Don't I?
You get
Nice.
a couple at certain points.
Yeah, I see for Barbarian at level 5, you get extra attack.
Well, look at, let me get there. Let's make sure we're doing this right. I don't want to...
Fighter.
Yeah, at 5th level, you get a +3 and extra attack, so you got 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Take
on
it,
your
dude.
little chart.
So, I'm going to hit with the, that would have been nice to know, 20
Yeah.
minutes ago. I'm going
Or
to
like-
hit him with my the captain with my morning
Yes.
A year ago when we hit 5.
Oof. Yeah. That's a miss.
Bounces off his chainmail, creating some sparks as it flies off of his chest. He grunts at you and sort of spits in your face as he lunges back towards you. Niv, you're up. Bolin, you're on deck.
What what is the other ship looking like?
It is thoroughly engulfed in flames at this point. When we get to Niv's turn, when we get to Bolin's turn, I need you to roll me a d20 to see the status of the ship. We'll get there. We'll get there in a second, though.
So is our ship moving yet?
Not yet. The ropes are cut. The gangplank is still down, though. And you see now the crew is running up on top. They're beginning to pull the sails out to get ready to catch some wind, shouting at you to get up the gangplank as quickly as you can. To all the rest of you down below. 2 of you.
Oh, I'm how far away from any of the orcs am I?
You are at this point a good 60. Yeah, you're 60 feet away.
Okay. What the other two orcs? There's still two orcs carrying the chick, right?
Yeah, they've taken off over on the other side over here. Yeah, they're almost around the corner now at this point.
How far away from the front of the boat am I? Can I get to the front? Looks pretty far.
You're about 70 feet from the front of the boat.
Okay. Knowing no actual information about sailing, just what I've seen other sailors do, I'm just gonna start like pulling on ropes and.
Okay. Yeah.
What's this one do?
So Niv follows the bosuns, and roll me a d20 actually.
Because like I've spent time at the docks, but just
Chip
watching,
immediately
never
And
actually.
add your dexterity check to that.
11.
Your dexterity bonus, sorry.
Yeah, 11.
11. Okay. You were able to. You don't really damage anything in the process. You don't really contribute that much. But fortunately, you haven't pulled any ropes that would have pulled off the gangplank or anything and dropped that into the water. So you don't contribute much, but you haven't hurt much either.
That's my turn.
All right, Bolin, you're up. And then we have the first mate.
Yeah, so roll a d20 for the ship.
Yep. Roll me a
No,
d20.
You're supposed to forget about that part.
Well, this will dictate what I do next.
15 plus.
A 6. Am I adding anything?
No, just a straight d20. So 15 plus. You rolled a 6.
Your ship
I rolled a
bonus.
6.
Okay. The ship is burning quite intensely now at this point, but as of yet, no explosion.
Okay. Okay, so is anybody on the ship trying to put, like, do they have water out? Is there any attempt to quell the flames?
Yes, they've tossed buckets over the side. They're pulling in water, trying to throw it on the decks. Yeah, absolutely. The
Okay,
fire has made its way
so-
up to the top deck now as well.
So I don't know. I'm gonna yell, save the girl or destroy the ship. Which one do you want? Which one?
To the orcs.
To anybody that will listen. Save the girl or destroy the ship.
We can't reply though until our turn, though, right?
Oh, go ahead if you want to reply. Yeah, shout back.
I'm like, I would say destroy the ship.
Okay.
Nice.
Then I will cast destroy water on the ship.
Oh,
No, never mind. I can't do that. It's too. I only have a 30-foot range. I'm not 30 feet away from the ship, am I?
No, you're probably more
okay,
like.
Okay,
90
in that
to
case, yeah,
100.
then never mind. So I will cast Scorching Ray at the two orcs that are holding the girl.
What's the range on that one?
120 feet.
Okay, yeah, you got it, no problem. Yep.
So I shoot 3 rays of fire, and I'll shoot 2 of them at one and 1 at the other.
Okay.
I have to roll an attack actually. 22 to hit.
Oh, hits.
So 2d6 per ray. So that is a 5 and a 6.
Oh, nice.
So 11 points to one and 22 to the other one.
Whoa, nice. So the
Jesus.
first guy shrivels up as these 2 rays blow into him. He drops Helianthus onto the ground. The other guy stumbles and falls down prone, unable to pick her up. Now, he is incredibly weakened. For all intents and purposes, he's not dead, but he is pretty much out of the game at this point.
Okay, then I guess I'll yell,
Yeah.
save the girl.
Save the girl.
Okay?
Changed my
Save
mind.
save the cheerleader. Save the world.
All right.
Right.
Back to the first mate. The first mate is also going to charge into you, Groggle, as well. Going to try and take an attack on you, Groggle. And that would be a 10 plus a... Hold on a second. Let me get the stats. 13. That misses.
Yeah.
You have your special armor on, though, correct?
Yeah.
You still have that attuned to. I've been missing this the whole time. You need to roll me. You need to roll me something there when he attacks. Roll me. Let me find it here.
This is the first time hearing about this. I've had it on for like 2 sessions.
I know, I forgot it completely. But let me make sure I get this right.
Now you got to roll it 12 times.
All right.
You take 300 damage.
You need to roll Constitution save for me.
Okay.
Turn into an ancient.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. So nothing happens, and the attack, it bounces off the iron, the black iron, and you see it sort of shimmers for a second, but nothing happens. Okay, that's the end of the first mate. Dzien, you are up.
How many orcs do we have left on the wharf?
1, 2, 3, 4 of them that are alive, and plus the captain, the first mate. You got one guy severely hurt over there with Helianthus.
Can we stop calling it a wharf and just call it a dock like normal Minnesotans?
Well, you've been calling it a boat this entire time when it's actually called a ship, so whatever.
And Matt, I have one question. It says here, when I reach 4th level, I can choose 1 ability score and increase it by 2?
Yeah.
So I have 17 strength. Can I just mark that up to 19 then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or you can choose 1 and up it up. Choose 2 and up it up 1.
I could do 1 in strength and 1 in con. That might be smarter. You know.
As a metagamer, yes, that would be smarter.
Okay, I'll just mark that down here.
All right, perfect.
18 strength. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I got something to prove now. So I'm gonna go in and help Groggle take a swipe at the captain. And
all right, you're able to get in base contact with him, and
might as well rage. And
yes.
I'm gonna also choose to reckless attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have advantage on this roll.
Nice.
And I have 2 attacks as well. So this goes. And I add my strength modifier.
Correct, yeah.
For attack 2 hit rolls. That's not gonna hit. That's 7.
Misses.
And that's 12.
That also misses. So in your rage, you run up and you swing left and right, trying to come to save Groggle. But in your haste, you miss both times. Trago, you're up.
Okay. Can you point out exactly where I am then?
You are right here on the front of the ship.
Okay. How far from the front of the ship to the dock am I?
The front of the ship to the dock?
Like if I were to jump.
10 feet.
10 feet with about, what, 15 feet?
Down.
Elevated?
You're about, you're going to be jumping from about 25 feet up. But actually, you got to be about 20 feet down to the deck.
So would I, okay. Would I know how much damage would I take? Can you tell me that? I don't really know how falling damage works.
Yeah, metagaming, you'll take 1d6 for every 10 feet.
So I could take a lot of damage.
You could potentially take up to 12 damage from that fall if you roll a bad dexterity.
Me being quite athletic and having very good acrobatics, would that help?
It would. I'll make you take an athletics check.
And how bad is the ship burning?
The one next to us?
Yeah.
It's entirely engulfed at this point.
Okay, so nobody's trying to get off that ship to assist the guy that's still alive.
No, they are fighting for their life to get the ship to stop burning.
And we've just barely started moving our ship.
The ship is beginning to creak and to move backwards. The gangplank is getting some pressure on it at this point.
Okay, so I could. You know what? I'm gonna take a shot with my bow at. There's one last dude, right?
There's one guy, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a shot at him with my bow.
Do you want to move to the end of the ship, or you just want to stay where you are?
Yeah, you know what? I will move to the end of the ship.
I'll put you here. All right.
fucking third one of the night.
No, seriously.
But
Wow.
I have halfling's luck. God, dude, my dice have been terrible. All right, well, it's not much better, but that's all right. 14.
14 is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Yeah, short bow. Yep, 14. All right, that is not a whole lot.
He's pretty hurt at this point, though. And he's also prone, so you do have
Roll
advantage.
another one.
I rolled another one, so 5 damage.
5 damage.
5 damage.
That's actually going to be enough. He was
Okay.
severely hurt. So
Wow.
you hit him, and he now he wasn't entirely prone, so it wasn't disadvantaged, but he was down on one knee.
Okay.
Slumps over as he gets an arrow right in his throat and falls into the water in the midst of all the blood from Helianthus. You can see now that she is looking very bad. She's been bleeding out at this point. And she was lifeless at one point, but now you can tell she is
Like almost dead.
she's almost completely gone. Yeah,
I gotta check what I have in my inventory here.
the blood flow has even slowed down, which means she's probably bleeding out at this point.
Okay, so I used my regular movement, so I have my bonus cunning action or whatever. I could dash or whatever. Could I say I used that? Could I make the jump? Try to get to her?
I would
that
let you
might-
try for a bonus action. Yeah, you can throw yourself off the end of the ship.
How? When it's like, if I could just throw myself into the
Do it.
water, but that might be a
Do it.
whole other like 2 turns.
Do it.
I'm just okay. Fuck it. I'm doing it.
I'm gonna yell
Got
from the
full
crow's
life.
nest. Do it.
All right.
I'm going for it.
Give me an acrobatics check.
And acrobatics is something I'm proficient in, so it could be good as long as I don't roll like crap. And I roll like crap. 11. I rolled a 4. I have a +7 acrobatics, and I rolled a 4. I am rolling terribly tonight. This dice is...
You are 25 feet up and 10 feet out on an acrobatics check of an 11. You are able to jump off the ship, but not so gracefully. You get somewhat turned in the air, and you fall slamming into the deck. And at this point, you are prone,
Yep.
and you end up taking 2d6 worth of damage.
Okay, that's not
7 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from the fall. Okay. Orc's turn. They're going to go ahead now and try to pile in here and continue to pile in these ones in the back. They're going to come this one into Groggle. And this one is also going to get up into base contact here. This one's going to run around and push through to Dzien. So let's go ahead and have the first one attacking you, Dzien, for an 18.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Hit. And doing a total of
Where are my hit points?
6 points of damage to you. Not that much. Groggle, the other one coming over to you now. We got 2 of them. The first one on a 19, the second one on 11. First one hits. Second one
Roll
misses.
for the armor.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you for the reminder. Give me 2 Constitution saves as well. You
Eric,
take,
on you.
first of all, you take 8 points of slashing damage. And then take 2 Constitution
Eric,
saves.
we can't hear you.
6 and a 20.
6 and a 20. Okay. From the second attack that misses you, nothing happens with the armor. But as the second one comes through and you take your damage, you feel that the armor sends almost this pulsing, shooting energy, pain directly into your chest. You take 3 points of necrotic damage on top of that.
That's not good.
Yeah.
End of
Gives
your
them the
turn,
increased
Captain.
AC, but
The captain who is in base contact with you, Groggle, is also going to attack you. And that will be a 14. Is that a hit or miss?
No, I got an 18.
Okay, roll a Constitution save.
18. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Even on a miss, he's got to roll it.
12.
Okay. You take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
does
we're
he
going
have
to be
do you have
getting
to
rid
take
of
it on a
this.
miss?
Okay, that's the end of the captain's turn. Groggle, you're up. So Groggle, you're right here in the middle. You are surrounded by orcs. Jen is right next to you on the side of you.
Okay, I go after the captain.
Okay.
11.
Miss. Bounces off his chainmail again. This time he's laughing at you, this blood-curdling laugh as the chainmail just sort of blocks it again and
For
again.
my second attack, I go after him again. 12.
Once again. Ching, ching, ching. Groggle's just
Oh, I might die here, guys.
fighting like crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Rocky theme.
No, it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Get your shit together.
All right, Niv, you're up. Bolin, you're on deck.
Dan, are you going to turn it off?
I was on
Good
mute.
now.
You couldn't hear it anyways.
Niv, you're up, and Bolin, you're on deck.
We
I
heard
heard
it.
it.
Yeah, we totally heard it.
Yeah, we heard it.
All right.
And then I muted my mic, and then
Oh,
you
you
told me
muted
to
your
turn it off. So, how far away am I from all those idiots on the dock?
You're about 60 feet away.
Oh, 60 feet. Look at that. There's three of them down there? Or is there
You got
four?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them at this point.
Oof,
I'll-
this is
I'll
not
take the-
good.
I'll take the dead one.
Someone's got to do something quick.
That's someone being the people not on the fucking boat. I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on the captain.
Nice.
I just want to point out that Tim's character is a pussy.
Not Tim, just his character.
So yeah,
He did run
I'm
from a
about
little
to blow
girl.
up an entire ship.
it only affects one person, but it's gonna make the captain believe that a giant kraken octopus thing,
Nice.
tentacles shoot out of the water and start attacking him. So he has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Not super intelligent. 7. He fails.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got. I'm going to make the tentacles can't be bigger than a 10-foot cube. So fill 10 feet full of tentacles going after that captain.
Okay. Captain at this point screams out to
That's
the
1
others
minute.
about the kraken. Shouts out that there's a kraken in the water, and that we need to get out of here. Let me take a quick roll here for the others. Okay. Good to know. End of your turn. Anything else you want to do, Niv?
I'm gonna yell at anyone, get on the fucking boat. We need to leave.
Okay.
That's it.
Bolin, you're up.
How high is the crow's nest from the deck? Probably a good.
Yes, Matt,
60
this is
you're
Tim.
60
I
feet
would
up.
like to continue being a pussy up in the
60 feet up.
crow's
damn it.
nest.
I fire a fireball at the group
Okay.
on the dock. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That would have made me so happy, Tim.
Kill everyone.
Groggle would have done it.
hmm
You're right.
Totally would have.
Man. Do I need to roll anything for the ship?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Roll me a ship. Yep. 12 plus.
Roll me a ship. Wait, what happens on the 12 plus?
No, what happens on a
Did it
less than
explode?
12?
Less than 12, you're fine. 12 plus, you're in
Oh.
trouble.
Oh, okay. And that is a 17.
17.
Supposed
I'm
to
gonna
lie.
So as the
Oh, no.
ship is burning, I gotta find all of my dice here.
Oh, no.
As the ship is burning,
You take 1d everything.
it
I hid
finally
behind that wall, right, man?
makes its way into the tween deck. And there is, in fact, stores of gunpowder there that are used for the cannons, that themselves, at this point now, have ignited. and there is an amazing blast on the tween deck that shoots out.
Hey, Mike, I'm glad I was your friend for a month and a half.
It's been fun, guys.
Has it? Really?
You look crazy, Paul.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely hit your ship as well. That blows up through the top of the deck and across the tween deck through the gun holes. And that was a good one. 29,
I've never heard
31, 31, 44 points of fire damage. Blasts through the top of the deck. Your ship takes 44 damage on the hull. Bolin, you need to give me a dexterity save where you are. And Caroline, give me a dexterity save. And Niv, give me a dexterity save.
Oh, that's right.
Even
the
on the
ship's on
crow's
the
nest?
other side.
Yeah.
We're still alive,
Yeah,
Mike.
because you're
The
walking.
ship is sheltering the others from the fire.
Is it sheltering me, Matt? I don't want to metagame against my favor, but
Natural one.
Right. No, you need to take a save as well.
okay.
Dexterity,
Natural one.
10.
Can we play Cyberpunk next?
14.
14?
14.
And it's
you
a
guys-
dexterity save.
Does this
Dexterity save,
actually
yeah.
work?
Oh,
Can you guys
yeah,
hear me
okay,
still?
10.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So you roll a
Oh.
14, Niv, a 5 for Caroline,
I had a
10
15.
for me.
a 15. Okay.
That's not that mic though, Dan. That you got to mute the mic on your laptop. That's where that's coming
Yeah,
from.
okay.
Niv and Trego, you were able to jump at the last minute and avoid the worst of the flames. Caroline, however, you hear this and turn, and you are struck in the face by fire. You take a total of 21 fire damage.
Not me. Do I take damage?
And
Oh, did you? Sorry, what did you roll, Bolin?
I rolled a 10.
A 10. You also take 21 fire damage.
Tim, you keep bringing up the fact
do I
that we're
take
screwing
half?
So what?
Oh,
Hey,
Uh,
wait,
yes,
I got to
why don't we
roll for the
screw
ship?
10 fire damage.
So I rolled a
10
14.
fire
So
damage
I
to Niv.
take
10
How
to
much?
and 10 points of fire damage to Niv, 10 to Trego, 21 to Bolin, 21 to Caroline.
I'm sitting at 16 fellers.
so is our ship on fire now?
Ship is now on fire as well.
Okay.
On the top deck.
So, okay, then I will cast Create Water
Your turn.
and make it rain all where the fire is to
Is it your,
extinguish the flames.
is it your turn?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
We had to roll the ship on his turn. Yep. Okay. Go ahead,
So
Bolin.
So I'll cast Create Water, and within a 30-foot cube range,
Okay.
water can rains down and extinguishes flames.
I'll say that takes about half of the fire out at this point, and it makes the deck thoroughly saturated, so the fire isn't spreading. You still got fire about on 30 feet of the deck,
Okay.
But you're able to take a decent chunk of that out. Yeah, nice move there. First mate, hearing this explosion, seeing the Kraken is entirely distraught at this point. He's going to turn and run from you, Groggle. You get an attack of opportunity as he turns and flees from you, trying to move 60 feet away from you.
20.
Natural 20?
No, just 20.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, hit.
1d8 plus 140. Great. 11.
11. Okay. Serious amount of damage done to him. The first mate. He is struck in the back as he's running away. Sorry, I said the captain, right?
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm totally messing up here. It's the captain who was affected. Is that correct, Niv?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. First mate.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Back me up there. The first mate is going to be able to attack you. He didn't see the Kraken. Sorry about that. I'm confusing the captain and the first mate. And that's going to be a 17.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Oh, right. You got 18. Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, that goddamn thing. That armor's going in the ocean.
So can you guys still hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
we can hear you.
17. So
Okay,
17. Okay.
sorry,
you
I
passed.
thought that muted my everything, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, I guess.
Jen, you're up.
The gangplank is still attached to
Still
the
attached.
ship.
Yeah. The ship is moving though.
Yeah,
Understood.
we ain't going anywhere without dealing with these orcs.
Throw a piece of ham at 'em.
Which one's closer, the captain or the first mate to me?
The captain is right next to you.
Okay. I suppose I'll have a go at him.
Go for it.
And yeah, is my rage still ongoing?
Yeah, you had it for a full minute, right?
1 minute, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and so if I reckless attack, I take 3 rolls, right? Because I have advantage on the first attack, so that's 2 rolls. And then I have my extra attack. So that's 3 dice rolls, right?
Yeah.
Well, you'd roll them separate though.
Wait,
You'd roll
you'd roll 'em
2,
separate.
and then you'd roll 1.
Yeah.
I only
You'd
have
roll 2 dice for your
D20.
first attack.
Yeah.
Right.
fine,
Right. I just messed that up last time. Let's see, 13 and 10. So
13 and 10.
16.
16 hits.
Okay, great. Roll damage then?
Yeah. Roll damage for
Wait,
me.
what do I roll damage with? A 20? A D20?
Whatever
What
your
are
weapon
you
is.
what are you attacking with?
I suppose I have a hook for a hand, so I suppose it's a one-hander. Right? I'm not going to be using...
Don't you have a
great
weapon?
Right. Yeah. He's gonna use a one-handed weapon.
I get a great axe as part of my options, but I don't think that would make sense, swinging that with a hook.
We
So,
need to
just
find
say
you an
one-handed-
artificer.
Just roll a
Yeah.
d6.
D6, okay.
Right? That
Yeah.
seems fair.
4.
Plus your
Do I
strength
add
modifier.
anything? Plus 3,
Plus
7.
your strength, yep.
Yeah. There you go.
So 7.
7. Okay. Nice.
So, Mike, this is really the first time you've ever played then, huh?
Oh, absolutely. This is my first real combat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing great. Yes, you come slashing down on him and do an impressive amount of damage on him, actually, with this
So that
one-hand
was
weapon.
the first attack, right?
Yeah.
So I can take a
Right.
single roll to see if I hit for the second.
Yes.
4 plus 3, 7.
That is a miss. So the second one doesn't strike home at the same way the first one did. Trigo, you're up.
Okay, so how far away am I from the tiefling?
You're prone and you are
Don't worry about the damn
30
tiefling.
feet away. 30 feet away.
Dude, like 20 fucking orcs worried about the tiefling. That's what we have to worry about. I'm 20 feet away?
Matt will rewrite the story for us if the tiefling dies.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Or
I've
she
got my,
could totally, or she
I've
could be
got
a
my
fucking
bases covered.
god,
I've got my
but I
bases
almost-
covered.
Yeah.
I've
Instead of
thought of
20
this, so
feet?
don't worry.
Like
I'm sure you
the
took that into
Groggle
account.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Absolutely.
I would like to run to her because she's almost dead, and throw in a lesser healing potion in her.
Okay.
Can I do that?
That's half your movement. Yeah. And then you're gonna have to dash to get to her.
Yeah, could I use my? Oh yeah, okay.
That's a waste of a healing potion.
So attack. Can I put a healing potion in her?
That'd have to be your action. If you're gonna get to her, you have to. You're prone, so you have to stand up. That's half your movement, and then you
then
have to
dash. I'll give her a what do I have here? I have a lesser healing potion.
Okay.
I'll give her.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that out.
What is a lesser? Hold on here. I have
1d4 plus 2. Is that right?
yeah something. Yeah here. If I could find a 4. All right, that's 5 points of healing.
Okay. You see that she doesn't return any sort of life-looking ness, but she's never had that. But she at least stabilizes a bit more. The bleeding seems to subside a bit.
Okay, and then I don't see anybody coming at us from the other ship, right?
No, if there was anyone left on that ship, they are dead.
Okay, and then I can. I can't do anything right now. I don't have any more movement?
No, you're out of movement.
Okay. Yeah, that's my route. That's my turn then.
Okay. run over to the orcs. We're gonna finish up these orcs. They're gonna keep piling in now.
Matt, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I got to roll for them. Go for
The
it.
ship was named Vaderac's Glory.
Ildrox Glory, yeah.
Do these orcs, in fact, recognize Groggle? Spoiler alert.
That's an interesting question because
Okay.
they're at the moment no.
Okay.
Because they're fighting in combat with them, but in a more calm moment they might.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
So
I
somebody
actually
trying to
roll-
get Groggle killed.
The roll for these orcs, that's a fail. Fail. 4, 2, pass, and a fail. So one of them is able to hold their place. The rest of them, though, hearing the shout of the captain about the Kraken and seeing him intimidated, become themselves intimidated and begin to flee. So 3 of them are
we
going to
can't
turn
hear you.
around.
Hold on, Dan's trying to say something.
It's kind of scary that he works for the government, isn't it?
With that mustache, he can work anywhere he wants.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that.
He's a
All right,
chimney
Jen,
sweep.
Jen, you get an attack of opportunity, and Groggle, you get an attack of opportunity on 2 guys. So roll 2 d20s, Groggle. Jen, roll 1.
18 plus 3, 21.
Nice.
Nat-
Hit.
natural
damage.
20 and a 15.
Hit. Roll damage. Both of you.
2 plus 3, 5.
First guy's 13. No. Yeah, 13.
Oh, wait, I rolled a
And then an
d6.
13 and
Yeah,
8.
D6.
So I rolled
Okay,
a d20.
one of the orcs, as they're running away, Groggle, you're actually able to knock him down. The other 2 take a decent amount of damage
We can't
as they
hear
are
you, Dan.
fleeing. And they're left there now.
Dan, we can't hear you.
The other orc is going to run in and join the fight. Can't make it to you with his movement, though. And that's the end of the orc's turn. Caroline, you're up. All right, guys, let's dive back into this. Caroline was just about to take off 2 shots onto the captain.
But
Go
hold
for
on,
it,
Matt.
Caroline. Go ahead and give me your shots.
Matt, what I was trying to tell you was that Phantasmal Force only lasts 1 minute.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
That's 10
like
rounds,
10
though,
rounds,
so we're good.
I got a 5 and a 17.
5 and 17. 5 misses, 17 hits.
Yeah.
Goes right through the chainmail there.
Ouch. Where is my 6?
6 points of damage. Yes. So finds a chink right in the chainmail. It strikes in there. The captain is spooked at this point, and it's now his turn. And now the captain will actually turn tail and take off, seeing this Kraken in front of him, and the explosion and the damage he's taking. So he's going to flee off. Groggle, now you get your attack of opportunity. Go ahead and roll that d20.
I got to redo it.
Yep.
21.
Hit. Roll damage.
9.
9. Okay. Excellent. The captain is almost now completely off of the table at this point. He is making his way back to the center square. That brings us over to Groggle. You are face down now. You got 1 orc in front of you, and you got the first mate who are in base contact with you. What do you want to do?
Kill him. That's a natural 1, so an 8. And second attack is a 24.
24 hits. I'm going in the order of the first mate. You attacked first.
10 damage, and then wait, they attack me, and then I got to worry about the armor, right?
Yes, when they attack you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah, quite a bit of damage. This guy right here stumbles off the block, and he jumps back into combat with you, severely hurt at this point. Niv, you are up.
Okay. The captain is running away, you said?
Yeah, he's almost completely out of sight at this point. He's run back through the villages and into the square.
So how many orcs are left there?
You've got 2 fleeing behind the captain, and you've got 2 that are in combat with Groggle at this point.
Is our ship still on fire?
Your ship is still on fire, yes.
Okay. Are there buckets or anything that I can help Put out the fire.
They're definitely buckets, yeah, that for cleaning the decks and everything. Yeah, absolutely. You could use your action. to pull
Yo,
up some water.
asshole! Can we kill the orcs first?
Well, I can't
Let him
get
play his
close
own
enough
character.
to them.
Yeah, there's buckets.
Unless
You can
ours-
use your action to definitely pull up some water and throw it on the deck if you need to.
I'm gonna try and put out the fire.
Okay. So for your action, I'll say each bucket you're able to get about 10 feet of the fire out. So there's still 20 feet of burning left on the deck, but it takes out a third of what was left over. Bolin, you're up.
If I put my ring on and move 90 feet, right?
Yeah, correct.
Is that considered my action and movement, or just my movement?
That's just your movement.
Okay. I would like to put my ring on,
Yep, I'll give you that as a
run
free
down,
action. Yep.
run down to the bow of the ship.
Yep.
And I will cast Water Walk on everyone within 30 feet. Which I'm trying to get within range of Trago.
Okay. Moving on 30 feet then. What's your range on water walk?
30 feet.
30 feet. So you won't be able to get to Trago from there.
With 90 feet of movement?
Took you 60 feet to get down. You're 60 feet up in the...
Tim,
in the
you could have just jumped and then dropped 90 feet and then have your movement. If you live.
It's 6d6 worth of
I
damage.
have 13 hit points left.
That would have killed him.
Yeah, don't do that. We're all hurt.
Okay, so I am not close enough to cast that yet. Huh?
No.
And how many orcs are left?
We've got 2 fleeing and 2 in combat.
There's 4.
Old Groggle's going to have a problem with everybody sitting back and not fighting. I think I have a new friend in Stubby.
Old
the rest
Groggle.
Yeah.
Old Groggle
Loyalties,
likes
baby.
to do all
I
the
killed
fighting,
two
so
motherfuckers, dude.
I feel like I'm accommodating you by
Yeah.
giving you all the action.
Yeah, in a different
Well, the ship
world where
wasn't too
Groggle
bad
So
isn't a
if I yell out, Groggle, do you need help? What do you say?
Get your bitch ass down here.
Okay. Then I'll cast Scorching Ray again.
Okay.
At three of them.
Three of them. Okay. At you can pick out which 3?
The 3 closest to Groggle.
Okay. Yep. There's 2 here and there's 1 fleeing.
Yeah. 3 of them closest to Groggle.
Okay.
I got to roll an attack, actually, so might not even hit him. 18, 24 to hit.
Hits. Definitely roll damage.
And they each take 2 6s, 12 damage each.
Oh man! First mate falls down into the water, dead. The second guy behind him also falls down, dead. This guy fleeing falls down, dead. With that single spell, you took out 3 of the orcs. The captain is now moving out. The final orc is also fleeing from the scene. For all intents and purposes, we can say that was the end of combat.
Let's put that fire out.
Groggle is gonna just. If he looks over in my direction, I'm just gonna give him the shittest grin.
And the ship now is
You're
beginning
welcome.
The ship is moving, you guys, and now at this point, the gangplank is beginning to pull away from the wharf. They're beginning to pull it up. What do you want to do?
I'm going to head back to the inn and have some ale.
Continue being smart on the boat.
I'll run to get on the boat, Matt.
Oh yeah, just let the fucking 36.
I was gonna say we got the tiefling to deal with.
Shit.
Bye bye.
Get the tiefling.
Trigo's
not
trying
my
to
problem.
drag the tiefling across the deck.
You could use
She
fell
probably
25
weighs more
feet.
than
Let's
I
see if you
do.
can jump to 25 feet.
That water walk
dog
would have
just
actually
get
been a
murdered?
really good call, Tim. Here, let me see.
Well, I mean, Trigo, give me a strength check. Let's just see how you do dragging her.
Is she more than 10 pounds? Because then I can
Yeah,
just
is Trago's at the halfling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's only what, like 100 pounds? I think you said. Like
she weighs twice as much as Trago, I think. So
yeah,
she's not that.
I weigh. Let me see. What
You
is
weigh like
my,
26 pounds or 27 or something
I'm
like that?
3'2", 37 pounds.
37 pounds. Okay, yeah, she's about 56, 57.
Holy Christ.
And well, my negative strength.
The size of a
So
small
I got a 3.
dog.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a small dog.
Trago, as you guys get on the ship, and the ship now begins to sort of pull away, and you're pulling up the gangplank, you see as Trago is yanking on the arm of the tiefling, and he can't move her. She is not moving at all. He
Do I
can't
see
drag her.
anybody on the ship? Do I see Niv or Bolin?
Yeah, they're all there now, staring over at you. Watching.
I'm going to pull up my little copper wire, cast, and message up Bolin. If you cunts leave me, I'm going to use I'm going to use this goddess's power to hunt you down for the rest of your lives. Fucking come back for me. And then I'm going to keep trying to save her.
We do have the boat there, rather.
Yeah, if I can get her
conveniently
one of the little boats, I'm happy. I'll be all right. But
I mean, eventually it'll take you a while to get her there, but we can say, I mean, you can get her into the boat. The problem is, how are you going to get her up into the big boat?
Yeah,
You start rolling over.
there's
also,
a ladder, a rope ladder.
showing up?
You can throw some rope down, yeah.
Is there anybody are there any guards coming yet? Have they?
Oh yeah.
No, I mean it's only been about a minute worth of action here, so the guards are there. They haven't made their way over yet, but obviously they will be. There's a massive explosion that just happened.
So also, can't we
question
just
is,
stop the boat from leaving?
Oh, the boat is starting to back up. These things are hard to stop when they get going. It's like a big train. But I mean, if you guys want to lower a rope down, you can help your
Couldn't we
friend.
just like lower the anchor
You
or
can
something?
help your friend.
But he can't carry her up. You guys are so funny. You're just gonna sit there like, good luck.
I mean, are we out of combat? I mean, at
Yeah,
this
we're out of
point, can
combat.
I just walk
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
and cast water walk on Trago?
You could, yeah.
And then you can just walk up to the boat and we can just.
Without
Can
the
he
girl?
Can he carry
her.
60 pounds?
Oh, well.
Can you cast water walk on
Just
yourself
think
and help
about
me?
that.
Yeah, I can cast it on everybody.
Cast it on everybody, and you fuckers jump down and come
All
and
right,
get me.
I will cast water walk, jump down, walk over to the tiefling, pick her up, and walk my ass back.
Can you lift her?
All right.
Yes, I can lift her.
You take 15 points of damage by jumping down.
Oh,
Good
yes.
Shit.
I
Good
could.
point.
I was
Give
gonna
me,
say,
give me
Don't
athletics
be
check.
safe.
Yo,
Athletics.
why the chick
Just
is
slide
dead
down a rope.
as soon as I
Athletics,
get a chance. Don't worry
natural
about
19
the tiefling.
plus 1.
You want to kill a
No
god?
problem. You're able to land without any issues, and you're able to help him out.
Now
Isn't
we yell to
that the whole
Caroline,
purpose
just
of
drop
Dungeons
a
and
rope
Dragons,
down,
Chad?
please.
I got you.
We'll say for all intents and purposes, eventually you're able to get Trago up. And the ship now pulls out and sets sail into the open waters.
Are we still on
and
fire?
as you're able to put that out as well in the remaining
You're
minutes here.
welcome.
Because of Dave's great work that he did there. And as the ship begins to sail out, you look back and you see now that the Vidorak's glory now has entirely burned up and is beginning now to sink below the water. Orc bodies strewn all about. Once again, have literally and figuratively burned another bridge to another city that you'll probably never be able to come back to again. But as you guys head out to the water,
Literally burned another bridge.
Literally.
you get prepared now for the journey ahead of you. It's going to be a long journey of 3 weeks of sailing through these treacherous waters, heading in a northwardly direction up to
9
this.
months in my world.
And as you're all preparing now for the evening to settle in,
The morning. It's like 8 a.m. in the morning, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, it still is the morning. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before the day is finished?
Evening?
Is Groggle almost dead?
Groggle is pretty hurt. Yeah.
I'm completely tapped. I have no spells left. I have a potion, but I'm not using it on Groggle.
That's not.
We all got a potion.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, continue on.
And you guys you come into your rooms and you find the packages there that are placed for you, and you see that there's also a couple other interesting items that Lady Drelden has sent with you. And as you're about to open the packages, you hear a knock on the doors, all of your doors that come by, and there you see Sallyward is waiting out in the hallway. Looking not extremely happy, a bit upset with the way the events had gone, but still happy at least to be out sailing with all of you. And he invites you up for an early lunch with the captain to discuss the plans of how you're going to go for the next couple weeks, 3 weeks, and different duties and different tasks and so forth. He wants to talk about the cargo, about your cover, and about all the sort of the small details for the next 3 weeks. And as you all begin to walk up the stairs, then heading up towards the captain's quarters for your early lunch, once again, in all of your heads, you hear the same voice of the small girl. I'm glad you didn't leave me. We have much to talk about still. And you turn around, and there she is, standing in the doorway. This time, her eyes are open, and she's staring at all of you. And that's where we will end for tonight.
Oh, I know where we're taking up.